If you have the bravery to proudly face your fears on this area and give free rein to the present moment, take a deep breath and let's begin. Welcome to the dark side.
Alright, y'all. So, I've never actually seen this anime, but I'm curious. I've been liking these AMV videos. This one's cool, it's like a mix of different ones. Interesting. Wait, this isn't the right freaking one. My bad. You got the wrong one. Wait, this isn't the right freaking one. And I got the, oh my Jesus. Fuck it. We'll do it live. We're doing it live. There it is. This is the one. This is the one. And you know, normally I don't like CGI and shit. My bad with the background. It's off now. Normally I don't, the sound wasn't off. But normally I don't like CGI. But I'm about to give this anime a try because this was interesting. And I like that it's kind of just music in the background more than anything. But yeah, I don't have my camera on for a reason yet. It's because this was interesting. This made me want to watch the anime, you know? I was like, damn. It's graphic as fuck. And I know, you're probably like, shut the fuck up, but copyright, just, I know. I wish I could. Like, damn!
This is wartime, this is our time, we won't be denied. Feed the fire that is raging inside. This is no time, this is showtime, we will fight till their wills are broken. This is game time and insane time, let the madness fly. Show the strength that
see what I mean? Like, normally CGI is awful, and it's still pretty, you know, whatever, but I don't know, it made me want to actually watch it. Anybody tell me if this is actually like the anime or if it's the game or something? There's got to be some sort of game, but I don't know. I think this is actually the anime. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, we'll find out. I'll find out for sure. It's interesting though. Yeah, I'm about to watch it. Like, this made me want to watch it. This really made me want to watch it. And yes, I don't have my camera. I'm not right now. I'm gonna put it on after this, just because I wanted to show this in its entirety. I don't want to be in the way of this right here. I just thought it was interesting and a really cool anime. It looks interesting to me. And yes, commentary because, you know, copyright. So, get over it. Yeah, even Erin liked it. Erin actually liked this one too. She was like, yeah, we gotta watch this. Because we were both kind of like, oh, that's some corny CGI. That's the movie? Okay, well, I gotta watch this movie then. Maybe it's a mix, you know, it might be a mix of things. It kind of seems to be. So yeah, the CGI just... I see what they were talking about with One Punch Man. And they were like, oh god, I hope they don't do it. And then season 2, what did they do? But still, this one made it work, though. This one made it work. I'm gonna say, because horror genre is a difficult thing to portray. And oh, look at this, like savage, absolute mad lad. Ah. Oh. Ooh. This poor guy. That's what war is like, though. Accurate. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, everybody. But this is fun. This is more accurate depiction of war back in the day. Oh, you know, but what's interesting is there was a lot of little skirmishes. But guerrilla warfare wasn't a thing until much later. I don't know. No, I guess no. Never mind. I take it back. I'm tripping. Romans. I always forget everybody, you know, got most of that shit from the Romans. It's like America's savage, but no. You know, I'm getting off subject. Y'all. Anyways. Oh, that's right. There's more here.
Welcome one and all to the end of the video.
Okay, so this guy's gonna explain. Okay, hold on. Let's hear.
I can't believe it's been 5 months
listen.
since I uploaded my first AMV. Berserk was like my first AMV that I uploaded, but sadly it was extra content from another video that I made for a top 5 mortal men that could take on an army. Link in the description if you want to see it. But if I'm being honest here, it was the fact that my previous content wasn't actually getting me any amount of views. But all of a sudden I uploaded Berserk, and what do you know, it was actually doing good.
This guy, okay, you know, alright, that's enough of that. Come on, dude. Why? Just for the views, really? I mean, I thought it was good up until that point. I liked it before that. And then you just kind of ruined it. Damn it. I just recommend don't listen to the end of the video. Jesus! Anyways, we're gonna watch some It's a Gundam. Because we always watch It's a Gundam. Because it's a good thing to watch. And you know what? I don't really feel bad anymore. Because, like, I feel like thoughts... There's so many thoughts that use material, but they don't... I don't know. They almost don't use it. They almost, like, use, like, 5 seconds of it, and then the rest of it is them talking. For...
BuzzFeed likes body.
To... Or, no, not talking. I'm sorry. Yelling at their pay pigs.
BuzzFeed body paint.
Oh.
Be treated to
I'm
a
your friend
myriad
if
of
you donate.
BuzzFeed
That's the rule here. No friends unless money.
videos that have something to do with body
I
paint.
can't even with a straight face.
Now that we've established that, on
Oh, that's right. Red Dead update.
October 26th.
Hold on, let's jump into that. I wanted to see what that was. My bad. Let's see real quick. I just want to see what that was.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend and a super fun Halloween. This is your weekly Red Dead Online update video, and this video also has you.
I didn't know this dude did weekly
videos
videos
for this week in Red Dead Online. So let's talk about it. One of the major highlights is a fan favorite game mode returns. We're gonna break that down.
I like his character though.
And take advantage this week. So if you enjoy this video
That's
at any
pretty
point,
dope.
or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on today's video. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on.
Oh, my bad.
So jumping right in, Fear of the Dark returns in Red Dead Online. This is a fan favorite Halloween themed game mode that hasn't been in the game since the Halloween update of 2019 for Red Dead Online.
You know
Fear
what?
of the Dark
Let me
is
put
a
this
terrifying
on
limited time edition
the
to
chat
Red Dead
that I
Online
don't
showdown
have.
modes that pit the supernaturally
Would be the
fast,
smart thing to
tough,
do, right?
and strong Night Stalkers against mere mortal hunter counterparts. And the Night Stalkers' powers, however, are tied to the skull masks strewn about their stomping grounds, and the more masks the hunters get their hands on, the weaker the Night Stalkers become, while the hunters' own weapons grow stronger and stronger.
There we are.
The hunters can only
See if it even
succeed
says
in
the
this
right
game
thing.
mode by collecting all of the masks and also killing all of the remaining Night Stalkers. The Night Stalkers, however, can win either by wiping out the hunters
You know
or
what?
surviving until the time limit expires.
That's
The one
nice
thing
of this
I really
dude to
wish
tell us
Rockstar would
what
have
we
done
need
for
to do
this week is
here,
apply a
but
double or even triple gold and money and XP payout to Fear the Dark. And really the only reason I say that is because I want to see as many players try out this mode as possible. When it did release over 2 years ago now, a lot of players had trouble connecting to the lobbies, and I'm sure while there were plenty of players to populate the playlist, maybe some people will remember and won't attempt to try out that game mode again because they couldn't connect and they don't want to waste time. And the gold and money could hopefully incentivize them because the mode is really, really fun.
Alright,
If you have
alright, I'm
posse,
giving it a
start up
chance.
match of
I'm
Fear the
liking
Dark
it
on
now.
your own and featured series and have a blast.
This is some good
I'm sure you
information, I will
I
say.
did a couple live streams with my
Okay.
community over on Twitch 2
You
years
have
ago
won
playing
me
this game
over,
mode, and
sir.
We all had an absolute blast. We traded teams going on the Night Stalkers, the Hunters, and we had challenges, community challenges, all that. And it was just a really fun time. I prefer Fear the Dark
bad.
over Dead of Night, and Fear the Dark is definitely up there with Last Stand as like my all-time favorite game mode
Not
for
bad.
PvP in Red Dead Online. Last Stand, of course, probably just my favorite overall game mode, but Fear the Dark is definitely my preferred Halloween-themed game mode. Now, talking about everything else here in Red Dead Online, when it comes to vendors in the open world, there are some discounts that we have here in-game.
you know what would be funny is a video like of the difference shooting, like dudes be like, it's all tat tat tat, headshot, headshot, and then chicks couldn't hit the side of a barn. That would be funny though. Yeah, he's boring me now. Alright, we're going back to... Oh, look! And look who's also playing Red Dead. Yeah, that's right. That's what reminded me.
This, and then quickly deleted it because it got
Oh,
so much
lordy.
on Twitter. I guess it hurt somebody's feelings. The video was entitled "The Definition of Mesmerize." It is an attractive white woman, usually ass naked, rolling around on a canvas.
I don't know. This is what really just makes me not want to be online, like, at all anymore. Like, it's hard. It's hard to be online now, because it's just like, you see this, and you're just like... Like, it just reminds me of that dude who, like, painted with his... Like, he sat in paint, and he painted with his ball sack to make fun of this shit, because... But it was like, oh, dude, that was funny. But this is just...
Spastic nature. That
What the
honestly
fuck?
is absolute garbage.
Yeah, really.
Sorry, I got distracted. But honestly, like, if you on the floor, like if you think they were having some sort of struggle, you would search their bag for an EpiPen and immediately stab them in the head.
Take this pen. Oh, take the pen.
But you would be wrong,
Oof.
because this is art. It's modern art. And modern
Uh-huh.
art falls under two categories. Absolute garbage or money laundering.
Blech.
With this. Modern art is stupid. There, I said what almost everyone is thinking, but nobody will say. Modern art is dumb. Oh wow, it's a dot on a wall.
I
Wow,
know.
It's a banana taped to a wall. Wow, so artful.
I can't even see what's good anymore.
It's just rich people
Yeah.
motivating over how much money they have and thinking they are so sophisticated because someone took a shit in a box and called it art.
I mean, if you watch the videos, I mean, really, it deserved every bit of ire it got on Twitter. Every ratio it received. This
Oh, you know what's messed up? This is gonna be a messed up joke, y'all, but I got it. I can't say it and not do it, but at least this is a better joke than the one I shared in private, so this is a little more tame from the one I shared in privacy, oh damn it, where did I share it now? Shoot. Where is it? Oh yeah, there was this shit. I just woke up from a nightmare. That elastic on my N95 snapped, and I was inside with other people, and I could feel the air of the room suddenly on my face as the mask flapped open. My heart is still pounding. Oh my Jesus. I'm fully vaccinated, and this is how intense I am about masking. And I literally got in an argument with someone on Twitter who tried to say that there was scientific studies that said that anti-vaxxers, which he quoted me saying, like, I'm not even an anti-vaxxer, but I'm an anti-this vaccine, this specific vaccine, but whatever. But he said, basically, the studies allegedly said that anti-vaxxers had less reading comprehension skills and logical reasoning than people who are pro-vaccine. And it's like, it is possible to be anti a specific vaccine. Like, a specific one that is, I don't know, hasn't been through trials, hasn't been around nearly long enough to been circulated on a worldwide scale so quickly, and just and to children, and there are superheroes. Like, there's a thing circulating about kids are superheroes now. That's a thing too that's going on. God, that was horrifying to see. Oh, but this was the lady. This is the poor lady that I'm talking about. And I know this is kind of a messed up joke, but yeah. What can I say? I got a dark sense of humor. But maybe this will help people remember her. And this poor girl, like, if this is legit, and this is actually legit, which I'm not positive if it is. I honestly hope it's not. I honestly hope it's not legit, but Christ. Yeah, this is a lot more tame than the joke I said in private, but all you can do is joke about it, because it's just, laugh or cry. Christ. Like, if this is a real thing, which I don't doubt, because vaccines can do stuff like this. This is altering your DNA. Like, this is serious shit.
I trusted the government. I trusted them. I'm
but I don't know. You never know with this stuff nowadays. But I just wouldn't be surprised either. But because I don't know that this is real, all I can do is joke about it, because I just hope it's not. I really do. That poor girl, if that's true. Jesus.
Fight through my pain. To talk for others who cannot talk for themselves.
Like, if this is legit. Oh man, this poor girl. Anyways. Hard to watch, isn't it? This is what this bitch looks like. Maybe she got the vaccine too. Who knows? Maybe this is a side effect of the vaccine that we are just now learning about. And she's expressing herself.
Absolute cancer it's been posted.
Honestly, it would be funny if that chick did a parody of this chick. That would be funny. I would laugh.
For the past God knows how many years.
Because goodness.
But maybe.
Be like Ricky Berwick. That dude's my freaking hero. I love Ricky Berwick. Now that's a hero right there.
Myself to watching this woman writhe around on a
dude's hilarious.
So shall you.
I mean, maybe she's doing her best Ricky Berwick impersonation. Oh, you know. Oh, we gotta send this to Ricky Berwick. Oh, I gotta send it to him now, just cause I could totally see him doing it.
It's so hard to explain this, but I
oh goodness.
And doing these violent motions, she's like putting the violence into the art. You see, it's to make it seem more artistic
than it is.
Than it actually is.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. It's just a veiled attempt at seeming deep. And the sad fact of the matter is, every time this girl paints and does a video while painting, she's either naked or in lingerie or in a thong. I didn't know that the thong was so necessary. There goes a photo. Like, did Da Vinci do his greatest artworks while his ass was hanging out? the 16th chapel been completed more beautifully had he just shook the booty in every stroke of the paintbrush? We may never know. Maybe the reason why the Mona Lisa has a smirk is because he was ass naked while painting. What's the difference between this and a child's painting? Oh, that's right. It's a hot 20-something-year-old chick trying like hell to get famous, doing it off of TikTok and Instagram.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, we come to the part of the program which is always my favorite because it means something.
This video is sponsored by Keeps because YouTube hates me. The media tells you that bald men are sexy, attractive, dominant. And whenever they say that, there's always some sort of sports star or actor. Sure, if you look like The Rock or you're rich like Jeff Bezos, you come off as an Omega Chat level dude. But when you're an average dude, going bald is not a fun trip to take. No! Did you know 2 out of 3 men will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35? The best way to prevent hair loss is do something you still have hair left. This isn't reassuring. Keeps the doctor will review your information online.
I'm sorry. Oh, I've got that. Oh, that's a knife. Oh no, I don't have that knife. But I have a knife that's similar looking to that. That's a very nice knife. Woo!
Then your treatment is
Pretty.
shipped to you directly.
I have one that looks just like it.
Keeps treatment.
It's a Dow Strong one.
Between 4 to 6 months to start seeing results. So it's important to act fast. The sooner you start using Keeps, the more your hair can be saved. Head to keeps.com/Gundam to get 50%
You know
off
what?
your first order.
I'll give it to Gundam. He makes those commercials to interesting, doesn't he?
A piece of art usually entails of her being naked with one leg up, and you know she's on the balls of her feet trying to show you her like calf muscles and thighs, and her butt cheeks are very prominent in every photo taken with finished art. 100% sure.
See, this is the type of shit that just makes me just
like
wanna not be online.
It's like bad dance moves of a drunk white girl PCP trying to introduce a dude at a party. She feels like she is doing something here.
I prefer the talent of the bunny too, for real.
And that's what really amazes me. Why does she have to like roll her head around? Like her face isn't painted.
She's just like doing.
I guess this is for like the vibe.
I don't know.
It's like now you can see how your art is created. You watch a video of her, half naked or fully naked, rolling around on the canvas.
You can't be so duplicitous, BuzzFeed. Just. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to find it, Emma.
I can't stand Hansel.
I know, right? Riding in on that scooter like he's so cool.
And the way Hansel combs his hair.
Or like doesn't. It's like, excuse me, but have you ever heard of styling gel?
I'm sure Hansel's heard of styling gel. He's a male model.
Well, Earth to Brent, I was making a joke.
Earth to Mikas, duh, okay. I knew that.
Earth to Brent, I'm not so sure you did, because you were all, well, I'm sure he's heard of styling gel. Like you didn't know it was a joke.
I knew it was a joke, Mikas. I just didn't get it right away.
Earth to Brent, would you guys stop it already? Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking? I mean, maybe we should be doing something more meaningful with our lives. Like helping people.
Derek, what people?
I don't know. People who need help.
Models help people. They make them feel good about themselves.
They also show them how to dress cool and wear their hair in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Know what could really help you sort through these important issues?
What?
Orange mocha frappuccino.
Yes, this is the lady. Okay, I'm saving that clip. I gotta soundbite that. That would be a good soundbite. But seriously, that is this lady. BuzzFeed will say it's not for objectification of women and all for empowerment, and then there are these moments. You can't be so duplicitous, BuzzFeed. And I'm glad I have it paused right there on her duplicitous butt cheeks. Oh dear Lord! Oh no, honey, no. Just no. Oh, bless her heart.
Rubbing her body into it. But then, how would that be a win, really? You just paid for paint some hot chick who was never going to be rolled in. Do you jerk off in it?
Oh no.
Do you rub your dick on it? I mean, what is to be gained from this?
Ew. I don't want to know. Oh, why? I did not even want to know that much. Dear Jesus.
Her riding around on the canvas is not going to be held in the Louvre next to the Mona Lisa in 10, 15, 20, or even 100 years. This will most likely end up in a landfill somewhere at some point in time in history. Or I should say, the very near future. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely see that she's attractive, but that's not enough for me to plunk down a couple grand for her to rub her ass into some paint. But then again, I guess it's like high-class simpery? Low-class simpery is like the
high-class
on Twitch throwing 50 bits at some girl painting her tits.
Boomstruck, are you the idiot who donated me $15 to see my ass? And then when I didn't turn around to show my ass, you refunded it as product defective?
Oh man, everybody should. Just everybody who's subscribed to a thought. That's got him.
High-class simpery is when you get this girl to rub her into a canvas.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, give me some feet action, baby. I love how she tries to make it a dance. There's no method to this mayhem. Oh, there we go. She rubbed her butt in it. Now we got something good going on.
Oh my good. Oh my. Just. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Must be for an attractive.
And she's objectification. You are objectifying yourself, lady. Like what? How are you not? Your ass is. You're literally face down, ass up. Wow. And you're. The way you, come on, just stop. Just no. Women, just no. Can we just stop? It just makes the rest of us not want to be online ever. And honestly, maybe that's not a bad thing. I guess keep doing it, cuz all the women that are worth their weight in salt will be offline and with nature as God intended, because, good Lord.
Rolling in paint into a career. I mean, what's to stop China from literally making this? If it actually sold well,
boobs.
What would stop China from hiring a bunch of, like, middle-aged Asian men to do the same thing and say she did it? It'd be the move I'd make. If a dude did this, at the end of the day, he'd just be called an idiot.
Yep.
Think about all the time Christian had to go through to sell a few Sonichu medallions. And I dare say that Christian put more effort in the Sonichu medallions. Wow. What a time to be alive. She always has to be in like lingerie or naked. And her ass has to be out.
Yeah,
I have not
right.
seen a single painting from this girl where her butt cheeks were not in my face. This has to be part of the marketing.
Oh
like,
my.
Here's how your portrait was made.
You know what? Please donate money to if that other chick is legit and she's got some kind of GoFundMe. Don't buy this crap. Don't buy this. Just go help that lady. She looks. I mean, she needs help. This lady needs help in a whole other way. And I think giving her less attention would help her the most, honestly.
I made sure that my butt cheeks were separated perfectly in camera for you.
I hate it. It's gonna take the corporate media.
I hate modern art too, my lord.
The Democrats' disastrous loss regarding the gubernatorial race in Virginia on Tuesday, and while Joy Reid is the racist at MSNBC, this guest host did her best to try to fill Joy's gigantic racist shoes.
This isn't about enthusiasm. This isn't about Democrats not doing enough to exercise their base. And this definitely is not about messaging or even about Beloved. This is about the fact that a good chunk of voters out there are
this bitch was pretty gnarly.
supremacy. Let's call a thing a thing. Actually, scratch that. They are more than okay.
It's insanity like this which gave birth to the popular "Everyone I Don't Like Is Hitler."
I like that one.
State. The governor's right hand, in this case, woman, is black. Her name is Winsome Sears, and here she is pictured holding an AR-15. Of course, Joy Reid won't acknowledge that she exists, let alone have her on her show to debate her about the insane things that Joy's been saying about the governor's race.
I wish Joy Reid would invite me on her show. Let's see if she's woman enough to do that. I'd go in a heartbeat and we have a real discussion without Joy speaking about me behind my back, if you will.
A lot of people are particularly upset with white women because 15% of them swung back to
Oh
the right
God, I know.
in comparison to how they voted in the 2020 election, thus pushing Glenn Youngkin over the top. On Wednesday, the day after the election, white women was one of the top trends on Twitter.
Oh, I
so
know.
many idiots complaining about them. Clowns like this who,
There
of
was
course, have
Stop giving purple and blue hair like a bad name. It's messed up, man. Because there are some chicks that can pull it off. And it just gives them a bad name. Because there's some I've known some really nice ladies too. Unfortunately, not as many. But generally, it's the combination short hair that really drives home the rage monster within.
There, who tweeted, quote, "White women voters are foot soldiers of white supremacist patriarchy." In Virginia, white women swung back towards the GOP by 15 percentage points compared to 2020. And then there's this guy. I'm sorry, this person. We don't want to assume this individual's gender.
Oh, that's right.
Upset with
Hake showed this guy, and I was listening, and I totally thought it was a chick.
White women.
What the is your purpose? Other than
I thought it was a lady. Legit thought it was a lady. He was a lady.
Other than voting against your better interest. It seems like every year white women just keep getting worse. Aren't they getting worse? If you look at the electorate, white women continue to
Why are you so worried about white women?
vote for Republicans. Every year it keeps going up. It
Are white women committing over 50% of the violent crime?
keeps going up. So my question is, why the f should we trust a lily white? White women can't be trusted. Well, no, Kenny, don't be so mean to them.
Shouldn't be trusted. With what? What are you talking about?
You know, white suburban women are gonna get it together. No, you're not.
The corporate media
What are they doing? I
in
mean,
this country doesn't just spew
I don't know what
fake
he's,
news
which women.
24/7
I don't know what he's
or
talking
even
about.
partisan nonsense.
This guy.
They are slanderous devils.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous. That this isn't a party that's just another political party that disagrees with us on tax policy.
I don't care what side you're on. How do you hear this and be like, what? Just how?
At this point, they're dangerous.
Really? Do you really think that an idea or that a concept is really dangerous? Like, who's more dangerous? I'm sorry, but the riots that were all summer long, we all watched the riots. Weren't those violent? Oh no, I'm sorry, those were peaceful protests.
They're dangerous to our national security.
But
because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism
really
eventually leads to the hardcore stuff.
And why do they always gotta make like everything sexual? Good
It
lord.
leads to the January 6th stuff because if people are tolerant of it in your party,
It's
they're tolerant
creepy.
of the soft racism. It's a really short trip.
Soft racism. What? Okay, hold on a minute. What the hell does that mean? The soft racism definition. non-absolute. It does not hold that one race is absolutely worse than another, but it has a lot of negative connections with the race. One type of soft racism is ignorance. A lot of soft racism. Another sort of soft racism is resentment. Wow, I know a lot. Wow. Goodness. That's all it takes? That's it? Just... How? Okay, hold on. When someone, often an old foreigner... Wait. Says something with soft racial undertone about another race that is not meant... Why is it usually an old foreigner? What is up with that right there? Wow. About another race that is not meant to be derogatory but often comes out in a way that makes others slightly uncomfortable and slightly embarrassed, yet sympathetic for said old person. Wow. Just... Wow. That whole statement is just super softcore. Okay, I can't even with a straight face. Oh, Lord. You know, I really like what Denzel Washington said about it here. Let me find it real quick to save some time here. Let me find it real quick.
January 6th insurrection is playing.
Speaking of white nationalists, Joy, Richard Spencer, the leader of the alt-right, voted for Joe Biden. That's not a joke, by the way. He really did. And I swear to God, he's not being sarcastic in this clip.
As someone just said in the chat, are you still voting for Biden? Yep. Yes, I'm voting straight Democrats.
Yeah, his favorite president was Andrew Jackson, and why is he dubbed that?
And that includes Joe Biden.
Not only did he vote for Joe Biden, but he thinks he's doing a great job.
Your thoughts on the Biden performance so far, since that is going to be the main...
Confirmed. Mark Dice watches the kill stream. Nice.
This is your opening to defend the indefensible.
It's not indefensible by any stretch. I think the only criticisms of Biden that are given in good faith amount to nitpicking.
Wow.
Exceeded my expectations.
Well, they must have been pretty damn low. Wow.
Being sarcastic. That was the leader of the alt-right. Remember, they were the boogeymen that were used in the 2016 election to try to paint all Trump-supporting social media personalities as racists. Yes, likely offended. The movement imploded, and so during the 2020 election, the new boogeymen were the Proud Boys and QAnon. Of course, that skirt-wearing gender non-binary student who reportedly raped a girl in a school bathroom in Virginia mobilized parents, and so the liberal media industrial complex is getting quite concerned that parents are now more involved in what it is that's happening in the schools.
Yeah, no shit.
And the one thing that we need to make sure that Republicans in 2022 don't become is the party of parents, because we need to be the party of parents.
You know, it's going to be tough for the Democrats to be the party of parents when so many of them abort their children. But CNN is trying to find the silver lining to Democrat Terry McAuliffe's
Can't argue with that one.
campaign that there were too many white teachers teaching the kids in school.
Yeah.
And that the parents shouldn't have a say in what it is that those teachers are teaching by celebrating some of the non-white candidates who won that day.
A night of historic outcomes in some big mayoral races. Michelle Wu, the first woman and person of color to become mayor in Boston. Cincinnati electing its first Asian Pacific mayor, Aftab Puraval. Elaine O'Neill is
Why
the
does
first
that
black woman to hold
matter?
the post in Durham, North Carolina, and Ed Gainey becoming Pittsburgh's first black mayor.
Yay, less white people! I mean, more diversity! Here's PBS reporter Yamiche All-You-Can-Eat expressing her frustration that Republicans are finally starting to push back in the culture war.
What should Democrats possibly do differently to avoid similar losses in November, especially as Republicans are now successfully running on culture war issues and false claims about critical race theory?
false claims of critical race theory. You know, it's funny, every time I mention critical race theory or I talk to people about it and I ask them if they've ever actually like read any of the actual literature or looked into it. Actually looked into it. You know what I mean? And oh my god, I don't care. Jesus, everything is so censored now. It's like you can't click on a link without fact checkers or something. Jesus. It's like, yes, I know what I'm looking up. Anyways, just every time though I get into a conversation with someone about critical race theory, and none of them have actually sat there and read the literature or picked up some of the books that they talk about incorporating with CRT, or when I quote some of the literature, they never say anything back. Or I never hear anything back on it, really. And I'm kind of like, you know, talking about, you know, like I had someone tell me it was just in the media that they talked about white people being the devil. And no, it's not. You can find the books. They're just... And that's just one thing. There was that. There was the whole... that was all about sexual orientations for children. And I mean, it was aimed at elementary school children. And it had all of the sexual orientations but straight. And if anything, it demonized it. It dedicated like sections to every other sexual orientation, but except for straight couples, and of course simultaneously demonize the nuclear family. You know, actually did look into the literature because it was becoming a thing. And I at least luckily at the school my children were at, you were able to opt out of it. But the thing was, if you weren't paying attention to what they were showing your children, if you weren't paying attention to the books, to what was being taught, and please do, I'm not going to say any more about it because there's always the fucking, you know, fact-checking bullshit that is partially true or this and that, and I'm sick of it. Just look into it. I just urge parents especially to please look into the literature, look into it, please, and then come back and tell me you still agree with that. Like, seriously, come back and tell me and see why it's been banned. And why it's just not conducive to tolerance and unity and all this crap y'all preach all the time. But when it comes down to it, it's not really tolerant. It's really exclusionary, but it's exclusionary to different kinds of people. Is it okay to be exclusionary because someone holds a different belief than you, regardless of what that belief is? And that's a conversation that is not a yes or no answer. There are lots of gray areas. And yes, that is why discussion is imperative. That is why accurate history is imperative. Why demonizing people and hate isn't gonna help teach anybody anything. All it does is teach people to hate. Tell me what that's good for. Like, literally just... regardless of who it is. I don't care what race. I don't care what race, anything. Just imagine, take any race's name and put it wherever it says anything about white people. Seriously. Take any race, any other race, and put it where they talk about white people. And tell me you don't see it differently then. Please. Because I'd really like to see that. And why is it okay then? If it's not okay to talk about another race that way, why is it okay to demonize and talk about white people that way, or anybody that way? Period. I'm just ridiculous. I'm tired of it. This was what I was talking about. This is what I was gonna say. Like, I liked this one because this was possibly the truest thing. Where is it? It's not the actual video. Are you kidding me? Screw it. I'm just going to look it up. Morgan Freeman. Because he was talking to Don Lemon.
Which month is White History Month?
July is White History Month.
Well, I'm Jewish. Okay. Which month is Jewish History Month? There isn't. Oh. Why not? Do you want one? No. All right. I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history. How are we going to get
Thank
rid
you.
of racism? Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man. And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman. You're going to say, well, I know this white guy named Mike Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. You know, I like watching these guys because it's true. I like the compilation. I think is this the compilation?
Or either a mindset that you can't. Yeah. No. You don't. No. I don't. You and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do.
I love how Don Lemon says this.
It's kind of like religion.
Didn't age well, did it?
It's a good excuse for not getting there.
You know, I said, and it's probably get me in trouble, but I said to some of my colleagues recently, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle, it's in the news, but sometimes I get so tired of talking about it.
Oh, that just,
just go, this is over, can we move on?
And if you talk about it, it exists.
Right.
It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it.
That did not age well, did it?
Making it a bigger issue.
Not for Don, at least.
To be is probably
That's right. That's right. Abso-fucking-lutely. Anyways. Evil musicians. I'm sorry, I'm going off topic here.
Of the worst YouTubers video, I discussed Austin Jones,
oh, it's this
the
guy.
YouTuber who became famous by uploading song
Interesting.
covers. He was even set to perform on the 2015 Warped Tour.
I'm curious
until
about
it was
this.
revealed that he had been messaging underage girls in private and getting them to perform explicit acts for him on camera. There's no denying that he's a scumbag, but his story got me thinking about how there have been other musicians out there far worse than him. So I decided to list the ones who I consider to be among the most evil. Here are 7 of the most evil musicians. Tim Lambesis is the lead singer of the American metalcore band As I Lay Down. Despite the band's music being what many religious people would have seen as satanic years ago, Lambesis has always portrayed himself as a devout Christian, often writing about the teachings of Jesus in his music, and even having Jesus and a cross tattooed on his body. He also adopted 3 Ethiopian children and really seemed to love them as if they were his own flesh.
All in the name of Jesus.
Lambesis seemed like a very nice religious man and a loving father. However, as you can probably guess from his inclusion in this video, things obviously took a dark turn. In August 2012, while on tour with As I Lay Dying, Lambesis sent an email to his wife informing her that he no longer loved her, no longer believed in God, and had been having an affair. The two later divorced, with his ex-wife Megan Murphy stating that Lambesis was obsessed with working out at the gym and also wasted thousands of dollars on tattoos. She also stated that he was very negligent towards his children, including in situations that could have been potentially dangerous for them, such as falling asleep while they were playing in the pool. In May 2013, Lambesis was arrested after it had been reported that he had paid $20,000 to hire a hitman to murder his wife. He had apparently asked an acquaintance at the gym if they knew anyone who would kill his wife. Lambesis was referred to a hitman with the code name Red, who asked him if he really wanted his wife dead, to which he replied, "Yes, that's what I want." He then gave Red $1,000 for expenses, pictures of his wife, her address, and the date on which to carry out the hit. He also asked for the hit to be carried out while he was with his children so that he'd have an alibi. However, Red was actually an undercover police officer, and with all the evidence he collected against Lambesis, carried out the arrest on May 7th. Brett, the man who Lambesis had met with at the gym to inquire about hiring a hitman, had actually informed the police of what he was planning, who later told Brett to give Lambesis the number of a sheriff's deputy playing the role of Red. When Lambesis met with Red, he was repeatedly recorded saying he wanted his wife dead. Lambesis pleaded not guilty to the charges, with his lawyer claiming that his thought process had been hampered by his steroid use.
He was more irritable, he was more reactive, he was not the good Christian that was Jesus-like.
Oh, God.
In 2014, Lambesis changed his plea to guilty and was sentenced to 6 years in prison.
A popular Christian rock singer from Carlsbad is now admitting...
Why is he still a Christian rock singer? Can he even be called a Christian?
Wife. Today, Tim Lambesis, lead singer...
He said he even said he didn't believe anymore. When he cheated on his wife and all that.
Of the musical group
Why is he still called Christian?
Changed his plea to guilty.
In a Vista courtroom, he changed his not guilty plea to guilty for soliciting the murder of the mother of his 3 children and wife of 8 years.
How do you plead?
Lord of mercy.
Prosecutors say he and his estranged wife Megan were going through a contentious divorce, battling over money and custody issues with their 3 adopted children. Lambesis feared she would get more than half of his earnings, and he wanted her dead.
During his imprisonment, he made a statement claiming that he and the rest of As I Lay Dying were all atheists and had only pretended to be Christian in order to sell records.
Shocking.
A statement which his bandmates called slanderous. Lambesis later made another statement in which he claimed that he had actually denounced his Christianity to make it easier for him to have an affair. He was released from prison on parole in 2016 and later even reunited with As I Lay Dying. Perhaps Lambesis will be able to revive his career, though in all honesty, he really doesn't deserve any success after what he's done. I honestly don't see how anyone could support a man who tried to have his wife murdered, but there are unfortunately some very forgiving fans out there.
Well, there's also people who didn't know. Like, I never knew that. I freaking never knew that, so it's a little different. I don't know. It's kind of difficult to separate somebody's music sometimes, or their work, with, you know, like maybe you grew up with it as a kid or it got you through a hard time or whatever, and then you find out, you know, that person isn't the greatest person in the world and you're just like, yeah. Do you let it ruin, you know, do you let it ruin the music for you? It's kind of a difficult thing to say, to gauge, isn't it?
That said, the people you'll be seeing on this list going forward only get worse from here.
I figured as well. I thought this would be interesting.
Luke Helder's musical career was quite brief. Born in 1981 to an army commander father and health worker mother, Helder was an art and industrial design student at the University of Wisconsin-Stout. By all accounts, Helder was a good student who was polite and attentive in class. In the year 2000, he and 2 college friends formed a grunge band named Apathy, in which he performed guitar and lead vocals.
It's alright. It's funny that it sounds like Hake music, doesn't it? Hake music be like... I'm messing with you, Hake. I actually grew up in the same area as Hake, so I listened to very similar, but not the same, not quite the same. That's okay though. You like what you like, and I think that's cool, man.
Some local success.
I think it's cool. You don't care what anybody thinks. You like what you like. Good for you.
Their own CD entitled "Sacks of People."
Keep being awesome.
Despite their following, record stores attempting to sell copies of the CD ended up having to give them away, as nobody was buying them. In a way, it was quite appropriate that Luke fronted a grunge band, as back when the genre first emerged in the late 80s, it was seen by some as being anti-establishment and anti-authoritarian, and Luke held a strong dislike for the United States government. In May 2002, Helder told his roommate that he was going to a party. Though he was skipping work to do this, his roommate thought nothing of it. However, his roommate later received a text from Helder saying he wouldn't be back for another 2 days, but also asked him to check the news. It was revealed that Luke had gone on a cross-country journey planting pipe bombs in mailboxes. In total, 18 had been found. 6 of these bombs were detonated when the mailboxes were opened, and although no one was killed, The people who opened these mailboxes suffered gruesome injuries to their hands from the ball bearings and nails that the bombs were loaded with. Luke had included letters with the bombs, calling them attention getters, and in all of them he denounced the government, expressing his displeasure with them, in his mind, controlling the everyday lives of the people of the United States. As this incident happened so soon after 9/11.
So, pipe bomb in the mailbox? Yeah, what a fucking ripoff. There wasn't even an amazing manifesto to go with that or nothing. Poser.
9/11, the bombings received a
Just
lot of
ripped
media
that off
attention, and
of
mail
Uncle
workers
Ted.
in some areas refused to deliver for a while out of fear for their safety. Luke's roommate discovered a bag under his bed containing bomb-making materials. He then informed Luke's parents, who contacted the police.
The FBI said today it has identified a suspect in the mailbox bombings throughout the Midwest. He is a 21-year-old Wisconsin college student named Luke John Helder. Mr. Helder is suspected of having something to do with the 18 bombs which have been found in 5 states, including one which was found today in Amarillo, Texas.
The FBI is asking Helder, an industrial arts student at the University of Wisconsin-Stout, to turn himself in.
We encourage, as a public safety message here, Luke Helder to make contact with us. We do not want to see him harmed or any public harmed.
Sources tell ABC News that one of Helder's roommates told investigators there was evidence of black powder residue and pieces of pipe in their off-campus apartment. And investigators were told that Helder had not been seen on campus for a week. Investigators have recovered fingerprints from the evidence left behind at the crime scenes. They want to compare those to Helder's fingerprints. According to sources, FBI and Postal Service investigators also contacted Helder's father, who said his son had made anti-government statements in the past.
I really want you to know that Luke is not a dangerous person. I think he's just trying to make a statement about the way our government is run.
Luke was later found in Nevada and was apprehended after a police chase, during which he threatened to kill himself with a shotgun. Luke revealed the locations of the rest of the bombs, and he had planted them in a way that made it so that when the locations were marked on the map, it resembled a smiley face. This led to him being known as the smiley-faced bomber. He pleaded not guilty to the charges against him and eventually pleaded insanity. He was deemed incompetent to stand trial and has been detained in a mental ward since 2004. In 2013, a judge ordered for Helder to be re-evaluated for competency to stand trial. If he is found to be mentally sane, it's likely he will be sentenced to life in prison for his actions, considering that he essentially carried out a one-man terrorist attack with no regard for the safety of the innocent people who would inevitably open the mailboxes he planted bombs in. It definitely seems like keeping him behind bars for the rest of his life might be for the best.
Goodness, I'm not sure if that's evil, that's just mentally insane. Some of these people I just don't know.
Mirror, mirror, framed in gold, in your depths a story hold of a rock star who became a monster! With an awful name.
Definitely one of the more infamous and hated people on this list. Paul Gadd, known almost exclusively by his stage name Gary Glitter, is a British rock singer who was most active during the glam rock era of the 1970s. He'd actually begun his career in 1960, releasing his first single at the age of 15 under the name Paul Raven. His career didn't take off, however, until 1971, when he released 2 singles, Rock and Roll Part 1 and Rock and Roll Part 2, both of which became huge hits in the UK, and the latter being one of the few glam rock songs to reach the Billboard Top 10 in the US. Around this time, he began wearing his trademark glitter suit and platform shoes, which would become one of the most iconic looks of the glam rock era. He would go on to have 11 top 10 hits in the UK, including the #1 hit, I'm the Leader of the Gang, I Am. After this, however, his career began to stall, and he announced his retirement from the music industry in 1976. The next year, he declared bankruptcy. It wasn't until the 1980s when he began to finally claw his way back into the charts. With his 1981 Christmas hit, Another Rock and Roll Christmas, guest appearances with other artists helped him to maintain his relevance for the rest of the decade and into the 90s. He also faced legal trouble around this time, however, as he had been arrested 3 times for drunk driving, with the last arrest resulting in a 10-year driving ban. His success continued into the 90s, with him releasing the best-selling autobiography, The Leader, and also performing at the opening ceremony of the 1994 FIFA World Cup in Chicago, which was viewed by hundreds of millions of people in 46 countries. He was also set to make a cameo in the Spice Girls movie, Spice World.
I don't remember that. Is that the thing? Ugh. It's good to wind down with. I like winding down with videos like this. Ooh, he's so creepy looking.
Take him away.
God, that guy's creepy looking.
This is it, Gary.
You reckon?
We're off.
Straight jacket and all.
In 1997, his career would crash and burn after a disturbing revelation about Glitter's private life became public. In November 1997, Glitter had taken his laptop to PC World for repairs. What the technician found on Glitter's hard drive shocked him. The police were informed that the technician had discovered thousands of pornographic images on the hard drive, all of them involving children.
Oh my god, of course.
In London and Somerset,
He
and
looks
discovered more
freaky.
images. The story quickly spread through the media, and Glitter's cameo in Spice World was removed in response. In total, Glitter
I was about to
found
say,
be
I
in
never
possession
remember that.
of over 4,000 images. On November 12,
Oh.
1999, he was sentenced to 4 months in prison and registered as a sex offender.
4
Upon
months?
his release, he expressed regret for what he did and said he wanted to move on from the incident.
I deeply regret doing what I was sent to prison for. I've served my time.
3 months?
I want to put it all behind me. Sorry. I've lived my life.
Glitter was rejected by the British public following
Good.
the incident and fled to Spain. He lived on his yacht, which was moored in Soto Grande for 6 months, and told the locals his name was Larry Brilliante. His real identity was eventually discovered, leading to him fleeing to Cambodia. However, he was arrested there in late 2002 due to his previous convictions and jailed for 4 days before being released on bail.
Yeah, he's creepy
Following
looking.
this, he was deported and eventually settled in Vietnam. He attempted to gain permanent residency in the country, but ended up having to go on the run after authorities learned he was banned from a nightclub for groping a teenage waitress. When police raided his home, they found he had been living with a 15-year-old girl. He was apprehended while trying to escape the country on a flight
Gross.
to Bangkok. 6 girls, aged 11 to 23, had accused Glitter of engaging in sexual acts with them. Glitter's lawyer was able
Of
to have
course.
the rape charge dropped due to insufficient evidence. Had he
Wow.
been found guilty, he would have most likely have been sentenced to death by firing squad. Glitter later paid compensation to the
Wow.
families of the girls he was accused of having molested. He was, however, found guilty of engaging in acts with girls aged 10 to 11 and sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Unbelievable. Sorry for what you've done. No, I'm not. I haven't done anything. I'm innocent. I am innocent. It's a conspiracy. Right in the front, guys. They're right in the front, you know who.
Upon his release, he was deported back to the UK. Before returning there, he had attempted to enter Thailand. However, he was denied entry, as he was considered a danger. Over 19 countries stated that he was denied entry before he finally returned to the UK.
Oh, God.
Upon his return, he was immediately added to the sex offenders register for life. In 2012, the British police launched Operation U-Tree, an investigation into historical allegations of child sexual abuse following the scandalous revelations of countless indecent acts committed by British TV presenter Jimmy Savile. Glitter was among those arrested by the police. In 2014, he was charged with 8 counts of offences committed against girls aged between 12 and 14 between the years of 1977 and 1980. In 2015, he was also accused of committing obscene acts with 3 more girls between 1975 and 1980. On February 5th, 2015, he was convicted of rape and 4 counts of sexual assault and was sentenced to 16 years in prison. Since his first conviction
My
in
God, he looks
1999,
creepy.
Glitter has been seen by everyone as nothing more than a disgusting human being, and rightly so. His
Obviously.
career is now non-existent, and at 77 years old, most people now only wonder if he will live to see his release, or if he will die in prison. Regardless,
Ugh.
he will always be known now as, to quote Gary himself, the rock star who became a monster.
Things ain't always what they seem.
That guy is creepy. Ugh, creepy.
This entry is where things get truly
I might
disgusting.
just end on this
Born
because
Ian
I'm getting.
David
I
Carstairs
can't but
Watkins
sit up
in
long.
1977. Ian was, by all accounts, a normal child growing up and had a love for
I will try to stream more. I thought I would just chill for a little bit.
rock music. It was at Hawthorne High School where he met fellow music fan Mike Lewis. The two formed a thrash metal band called Aftermath and would usually perform in Watkins' shed. While at the Full Pony Festival, Ian met another musician, guitarist Lee Gaze. With Aftermath having split up, Watkins and Gaze formed a band called Fleshbind, but this group was also short-lived. Watkins and Lewis later reunited in a hardcore punk band called Public Disturbance, with Watkins as the band's drummer. The two stayed with the band for 3 years before leaving the band in 1998 to focus on what
God
was
damn
originally
it.
their side
I
project,
wouldn't be able to
Lost
sit long.
Prophets.
Oh,
Also
seriously?
included Ian's Fleshbind bandmate, Lee Gaze on lead guitar,
Oh, yeah, that band I
and Mike
recognize.
Chaplin on drums. After spending 2 years touring the UK and gaining a following, the band released their first studio album, The Fake Sound of Progress. At first, the album received little attention, but upon the release of the 2 singles, Shinobi vs. Dragon Ninja and the album's title track, the band went on to receive much more mainstream attention. This led to them touring with big-name bands such as Linkin Park and Deftones as an opening act. They also toured at Ozfest and played at other major events, such as Glastonbury and the Reading and Leeds Festival. In the following years,
I haven't heard that in forever. I think that's something for Twitch. Is it? Yeah, I think so.
Prophets would go on to even more
It
success,
is.
with their second album, Start Something, going to number 4 on the UK
I don't know if it'll
charts
show
in
me.
2004. Their third album, Liberation Transmission, debuted at number 1 on the UK album.
Damn, I haven't heard that
charts in
forever. I
2006,
forgot that was even
and
a
featured what
thing.
was probably the band's best known
Damn it,
song,
I can't see it. It's too late. Nah, sir, more hake music. I am cute. I'm a cute obtuse. Okay. That's funny. Okay, I got it. Clever. I see what you did there. Yeah, hake music.
This time, however,
I'm messing. I just got it. I just have to now.
And meth. 2008 would be the year when the first signs of just what
I'm
kind
sorry,
of
I
meth
couldn't
Watkins
see what it
really
was.
is would come to light. In December of that
I was
year,
trying to see what the
Joanne
notification
Magellan,
was.
a former
It
soldier
should have
and
showed
sex
something,
worker,
but
had
oh well.
reported Watkins to the Pontypridd Child Services for sexual abuse towards several 14-year-old girls. After
Yeah.
Watkins had bragged about taking their virginities.
Ew.
In January 2009, a police investigation was launched against Watkins following these allegations. However, this case was eventually
What a
closed
creep.
later that year. Magellic attempted to
It's
report him
going.
several more times between 2009
I'm not sure how much longer
and
I can sit for,
2011,
but I will sit
but
for
no
as long
action
as
was
I
taken by
can.
the police.
Oh, it's 7 of the most evil musicians, and it was just a I just kind of clicked on it out of curiosity, And I'm like, damn, I didn't know if I'd recognize any of them. But yeah, I do. I actually recognize a couple of them.
However,
I know. I was like, Jesus, ew. It makes me want to, like, take anything away just if I have them on a playlist, someone. Jesus.
The Lost Prophets' fifth album, Weapons, was released. A video
I know, it's
of Watkins
creepy.
performing an obscene and disgusting act on an infant. Another video surfaced of him engaging in acts with an underage fan from Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh my dear Lord.
Watkins was arrested.
I know, right? It is like a car accident.
Against children.
Oh!
Was only 1 year old. In November 2013, he pleaded.
Okay. Oh, look. Oh, that couldn't have been more perfect. Isn't that something?
Guilty to the charge.
Oh my!
It was also reported that he had sent a message to one of the women
wow.
he was seeing saying, "If you belong to me, so does your baby." The day after his plea, he was reported to have made a phone call to a fan from prison, in which he described his horrific acts as
oh my,
showing no remorse for what he had done. On December 18th, 2013,
oh, to that ass who clipped me and put Omega Lulz. You just quoted a freaking pedo. Ooh.
Watkins was sentenced to 29 years in prison, with eligibility to apply for parole after serving 2/3 of his prison term, followed by 6 years of supervised release. After giving the sentence, the judge concluded that the case plunged into new levels of depravity. A senior investigating officer on the case described Watkins as a committed, organized pedophile and potentially the most dangerous sex offender he had ever seen. The other members of Lost Prophets formed a new band called No Devotion and recruited singer Jeff Rickey to effectively take Watkins' place, as they had made it clear that they wanted to sever all ties to their disgraced former lead singer.
Good.
While his old bandmates continue on, Watkins is currently sat in a prison cell where he'll most likely remain until 2042.
Good.
It seems very unlikely that the UK authorities.
Yeah, someone clipped and they had that like on the title of it, and I just thought it was funny that this guy happened to wear like joke about it, and that was something he said in court. Apparently, he was talking Omega Lulz is what he was saying. It was funny about his crimes. Those were the comments on his depraved crimes.
Authorities have any intention of
I was just making a joke. I'm just kidding. I'm sure that person isn't a pedo or anything awful. I hope not. I really hope not. I hope I'm not. It's not an accurate comparison, but I was just joking. I'm just totally joking.
Sick as him back into society.
I'm sure he's not that bad. He's just a douche online.
I couldn't make a video about evil musicians without including Varg Vikernes. Born Christian Vikernes in 1973 in Bergen, Norway, he and his family moved to Iraq when he was 6 years old, as his father was an electronics engineer.
Right? That's why I was like, oh snap, I never knew that. Holy crap.
A computer program for Saddam Hussein. There were no places left at the English school in Baghdad, so Varg had to go to an Iraqi elementary
That's right,
school.
it was in the Tony Hawk Underground.
Recounted that he faced racial discrimination from the other students of this school. On one occasion, Varg got into an argument with his teacher and called him a monkey. He stated that the teacher wouldn't dare hit him, however, as he was white. The fact that his fellow students would frequently be beaten, but he would not, is most likely what started his well-documented white supremacist views, believing that exemption from corporal punishment made him above his fellow students and teachers. These views were not exclusive to him, however. Varg claims his father owned a swastika flag and hated living in the same town as the Iraqi people. In regards to his mother, Varg has stated that she was scared that he would one day, quote, come home with a black girl. There are also claims that Varg was part of a neo-Nazi skinhead group as a teenager, but he denies this, saying that there were no skinheads in Bergen. Varg began listening to heavy metal music when he was 12, and cited Iron Maiden as his biggest influence. His love of heavy metal led to him learning to play guitar at the age of 14. In 1992, at the age of 19, he started his own one-man black metal band named Burzum. It was during this time that he met Euronymous, lead guitarist of the band Mayhem. Despite being a highly influential figure in the Norwegian black metal scene, he was nevertheless controversial due to his actions following the death of Mayhem's previous lead vocalist, Per Ole, better known as Dead, whereby he found the lead singer immediately after he committed suicide via a gunshot wound to the head. and instead of calling the police or an ambulance, proceeded to take pictures of the scene and even kept pieces of dead skull and gave them to people who he considered worthy. While Varg and Euronymous would collaborate musically, they would also take part in an event that would bring black metal music to the public eye for all the wrong reasons. On June 6, 1992, the Fantov Stav Church, which had stood for over 800 years from the year 1150, was burned to the ground in what would be the first of many arson attacks committed by members of the black metal scene.
Dude,
Varg
seriously?
and Euronymous took part in the burning of at least one church together. In total, 50 churches were burned between 1992 and 1996. In early
Wow.
1993, animosity had begun to grow between Varg and Euronymous. While it's unknown what caused the rift, it resulted in Varg stabbing Euronymous to death in his apartment on August 10, 1993. Varg claimed that he acted in self-defense, saying that Euronymous planned to stun him with a taser, tie him up, and torture him to death on camera. Varg's claim of self-defense is obviously questionable, as Euronymous had been stabbed 23 times, with 16 wounds being in his back. Varg was arrested on August 19, 1993. The police found 150 kilograms of explosives and 3,000 rounds of ammunition in his home. He had apparently been planning on blowing up...
I know, I'm like, damn.
It
is, I mean, that's the best way to describe it, really is. Like a car wreck, because you just can't take your eyes off of you. That's like, oh my.
On May
Damn.
16, 1994, after a 2-week trial, Varg was sentenced to 21 years in prison for murder, the arson of 3 churches, the attempted arson of a 4th church, and for the theft and storage of 150 kilograms of explosives. In what's probably one of the most infamous moments in music history, upon receiving his sentence, Varg looked directly at the news camera in the courtroom and gave a chilling smile. Varg was released from prison in 2009 on probation and changed his name to Louis Cochet after moving to France. He has continued to face legal trouble since his release. In 2013, both he and his wife were arrested under suspicion of planning a terrorist attack after his wife purchased 4 rifles. The 2 were later released without charge,
Oh my
as the
gosh.
police were unable to find any evidence of a terrorist plot. However, Varg was charged with hate speech against Jewish and Islamic people due to posts he made on his blog, Thulian Perspective. He was given 6 months probation and an €8,000 fine. He has also been banned from YouTube due to the site's policies on hate speech. Despite his criminal history, Varg has built up a dedicated following due to the intrigue surrounding his past. However, as a convicted murderer, would-be terrorist and neo-Nazi, there's no denying that he belongs on a list like this.
Just wow. Unbelievable. Ooh, these are creepy. They're so creepy. Wow. Them eyes. Wow. That's creepy. Just them eyes. How are they so dark?
Ukrainian immigrants, Benjamin and Bertha.
His fucking face is all like messed up, but his eyes are so clear. I mean, even then the other people, look at their eyes. Are not, and then bam, this kid's fucking eyes. Creepy.
Was an American
Ooh,
producer and
creepy.
musician. He was born in the Bronx, New York on December
Straight Balchinian.
1939
Beardchinian.
Benjamin and Bertha Speck. Phil experienced tragedy early
That's
in
funny.
his life at only 9 years old when his father committed suicide in April of 1949. Following this, Spector's family moved to Los Angeles when he was 14. He attended Fairfax High School, where he would meet several other aspiring musicians, including future Beach Boy Bruce Johnston and Louis Adler, who would later go on to become a successful producer. During his time at Fairfax, Spector formed a band called the Teddy Bears.
Oh, I'm so sore.
Would release the single.
Oh, I played Diablo 2, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 5. I think it's 5. Pretty sure it's 5. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. Oh, there were some horror games I wanted to play actually. Actually, there were some more horror games I wanted to play. Some like kind of random, I think, Steam ones I found that were interesting. I really love the Resident Evil series. I still love the Resident Evil series. I know. I think they're coming out with a new one. Actually, didn't they come out with one? I think they did, actually. I think they came out with a newer one. I need to check that out, actually.
Which would make it all the way to #1.
I've been pretty busy. I haven't been able to do much of anything lately. I physically can't do much else, so. Yeah, I think did they just come out with that one? I think that is the one they came out with.
Unfortunately,
it's probably why I wasn't that interested, because I'm not as interested, but I will play it, just because I feel like I have to play it. Just because I love the series.
Producing and writing records for a number of artists.
But I did play the new one before that. It was the remake. They remade 2, and then I think it was like the part 2 or whatever. I don't know. I'm having physical issues. I'm just physically not able to do much at the moment.
Was the all-female R&B group, the Ronettes. In particular,
so here I am. I'll be doing much more stuff like this.
Singles in the early 60s. However, this success
and playing games and stuff.
Spector went into seclusion for the next several years following this. During this time,
that hair, though.
Relationship with Veronica Greenfield, while he was still married to his first wife. After divorcing her, he married Greenfield in 1968. Upon taking his name, she began professionally calling herself Ronnie Spector, a name she would keep for the rest of her career. The two had no biological children, instead adopting 3 sons, Dante Philip, and twins Louis and Gary. Ronnie would later allege that Spector had been horribly abusive to her during their marriage. He was subjected to psychological torment by not allowing her to perform, effectively sabotaging her career. He surrounded his mansion with barbed wire and guard dogs, and also took away her shoes to prevent her from escaping. One of the more bizarre claims made by Ronnie is that on the rare occasion that Spector did allow her to leave the house alone, she would have to drive with a life-size dummy of him sitting beside her in some sort of sick way for him to be with her in spirit. During their marriage, Ronnie began drinking heavily and fell into alcoholism,
creepy.
But she seemed to have...
Little Matt. Oh. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Done this so she could attend Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and get out of
that's
the
cool.
house and away
Thomas
from her
said
deranged
thanks.
husband. Spector had apparently even gone as far as to have a gold and glass coffin placed in the mansion's basement, and told her that if she ever tried to leave him, he would kill her and put her body on display. In 1972, Ronnie was able to escape from Spector's mansion, leaving all of her possessions behind. The two divorced in 1974. In the settlement, Ronnie was threatened into forfeiting all of her future recording earnings, with Spector claiming he would hire a hitman to kill her if she refused. She was also forced to surrender custody of her sons to him. Years later, their sons, Gary and Dante, would reveal that Spector was abusive towards them, with him keeping them captive in a similar way he had done to Ronnie.
Sad.
They also claimed that he would force them to engage in sexual acts with one of his girlfriends. In case you haven't figured
Imagine
it out,
it's a hometown thing.
I'm just going
creepy.
to come out and say it. Phil Spector was a lunatic. Besides his horrific treatment of Ronnie Spector, he was also infamous for waving guns around in the studio. In 1970, while working on John Lennon's rock and roll album, Spector, reportedly high out of his mind on amyl nitrate, fired a handgun right next to Lennon's ear, seemingly as a sick prank. In 1978, while working on Leonard Cohen's Death of the Ladies Man album, a drunk Spector pointed a gun at Cohen's neck. Cohen, however, simply pushed the gun away. He also pointed the gun at Blondie frontrunner Debbie Harry and pretended to pull the trigger when he invited her to his mansion to discuss a studio collaboration.
Oh.
Most people probably
Spector
didn't have the guts to actually
Maybe.
go through
We might be.
shooting.
Okay.
Sadly, in
That would make more sense.
He proved that this wasn't the case. On February 3rd, Spector met actress Lana Clarkson, who was working a side job as a waitress at the House of Blues in Los Angeles. He invited her back to his mansion, which she accepted. After arriving in Spector's limousine, the two went inside while the driver waited outside. An hour later, the driver heard a gunshot, followed by Spector running out of the back door saying, "I think I've just killed someone." Clarkson's body was found slumped in a chair with a gunshot wound in her mouth. Spector claimed that Clarkson's death was due to an accidental suicide after she had, quote, kissed the gun. However, several other women came forward during his trial, claiming that he had threatened them with a gun after they had rejected his advances. On May 29th,
Oh my
2009,
gosh, so
Phil
creepy
Spector was
this
sentenced
person
to
is.
19 years to life in prison. for
Ugh,
murder
they're
of
all so
John Christ.
creepy
He
looking.
appealed this sentence several times.
Yeah.
He was denied each time.
That's funny. That's too funny. Yeah, I do. I get banned sometimes, so... Or I'm just not... I don't know. Lately, in the recent year or so, I've slowed down quite a bit, and I've just kind of not been... I just honestly don't really want to be online anymore. I keep seeing... It's just I keep seeing so many of these thoughts, and I don't want to get lumped in with them.
After being diagnosed
I'm tired of being
with
lumped in with them.
COVID-19. Essentially, there are two Phil Spectors that are remembered today. One being the groundbreaking record producer who gave the world many classic records, and the other being a cold-blooded killer who murdered an innocent woman for rejecting his advances.
God, he's so creepy. No, how is he in here? Is he even a musician? Is he really a
When I
musician?
stand on the mountain and I say, do it, it gets done. If it don't get done, then I'll move on it. And that's the last thing in the world you want me to do.
My videos aren't usually rankings, hence why I don't number the entries, but in this case, it's hard to deny that Charles Manson really is the most evil, deranged, and despicable person in this video, and probably the most evil musician who has ever lived. His story has become
He's a
ingrained
musician,
in
he
American
really is.
history, and he is one of the country's most infamous criminals. I don't want to go into too much detail
Yeah.
about the story in this video, as
So
I
it's
actually
kinda
want to make a
just
full-length
like-
video about him and the Manson family at
Oh,
some
okay.
point. So I'll be discussing him here without giving too much away. Charles Manson.
I'll
was
take your
November
word for
12th,
it.
1934.
I can't really see the
It's
picture.
fair to say that he was more or less a born criminal. He burned down his school when he was only 9 and was regularly committing petty theft
Damn.
at 13. He spent the majority of his adolescent years in reform schools. Despite his lack of education, he was believed to have an IQ of 109 at the age of 16. He was also diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. In other words,
Asperger's.
he was diagnosed as a sociopath. His time in reform school was
I was gonna
a
laugh.
cycle.
I wanted them to say Asperger's. I knew he was obviously he's a
Him
psychopath though.
escaping before being caught. Only to
Oh,
escape
okay, I
again.
see.
He was eventually moved to a maximum security juvenile detention facility where he stayed until he was 20
God, he's so
years
weird
old,
looking.
as he was released a year early.
With his
for good
hair
behavior.
like that.
During his time out of prison, he married a waitress in January 1955. That October, he was arrested in Los Angeles for driving a stolen car over state lines. He failed to appear in court for this charge and a similar charge against him in Florida, and was sentenced to 3 years in prison, while serving yet another sentence, this time in the United States Penitentiary in Washington.
Where
He
does
learned
it
to
say
play
his
guitar
music?
with help from Alvin Karpis, leader of the Barker Karpis gang. He also met record producer Phil Kaufman, who believed that Manson's songwriting ability had the potential to land him a record deal. After his release from prison in 1967, Manson moved to San Francisco, where he met a number of women who he convinced to move into his apartment. Manson had become known to the hippies of the local area as a guru. He told these followers that they were the reincarnations of the original Christians, and that the establishment were the Romans who wished to control them. Naturally, by this logic, he saw himself as a messiah-like figure, often telling a story where he pictured himself nailed to a cross. With a large group now made up of both men and women, they went on the road across the west coast of America and called themselves the Manson family. In 1968, 2 of Manson's female followers were hitchhiking.
Oof, we all know this story. It doesn't even say how he's a musician, but oh, this guy, the mamas and the papas. Oh, no, that's not him. I'm surprised they didn't mention the mamas and the papas.
Abigail Folger was stabbed 28, something witchy, and produced the...
Yeah, the rest is all about Manson. But, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't mention the mamas and the papas, who were actually musicians, and they just abused all of their children. Like the father or whatever, just abused literally all of the children. It was, yuck, gross. But here, let's kind of like, let's just switch it up here. Maybe I need to laugh a little bit. That was a bit heavy. That was heavy. Damn, that was heavy. We're gonna jump into something else.
There's a genuine chance that the next person to misgender me might get a punch in the face, and I really don't know what to say because there's nothing I can do about it. Don't blame me. You're the one that misgendered me. My hands are just the ones that react.
Okay, and if my hands react back to that, that's your fault? Or is that my fault too? No, that'd be your fault, because then my hands are just reacting to your hands. Whatever. This is just ridiculous.
Who really has it? It might.
Oh, this guy's for Blaze? I didn't know this guy was for Blaze. Can we just get into it?
They react. HIV.
Hold on. Let's get to the... I just want to get to the clip.
Feel the need to knock some.
Is that all of
I
it?
could knock you out. That doesn't make.
Okay. Can we get to it? Okay, here we go. There it is.
Left-leaning.
Is that the mushroom?
Passing females.
Is that
who
the
are behaving like this
pansexual
psychotically. And I gotta just say, I don't
mushroom?
believe in physical abuse, but that woman needs a man to slap her just one time. Just one time. That woman.
Based.
Get a Sean Connery of that bitch. What is this?
I'll get into this a little more.
People advocating for this sort of brainwashing.
Okay, I didn't see the pansexual mushroom, but I don't really care for Blaze TV. Slightly offensive. I'm disappointed. I wanted to see this pansexual, whatever, transsexual mushroom. I just grossed myself out. Oh no. Oh god, no. Okay, let's move on. Okay, anyways. None of that. If your Adam's apple is bigger than mine, we can fight.
Like most lawyers in the D.C. suburbs, he's a loyal Democrat. In 2016, he voted for Hillary Clinton. Last fall, he voted for Joe Biden. And yet tomorrow he says he's voting for the Republican, Glenn Youngkin, in the Virginia governor's race.
Okay, I don't care for Youngkin either. I'm gonna say it. I don't care for Youngkin.
And one day, as
Just
he was
to...
working from home, he heard his teenage daughter's teacher make a comment during a virtual lesson about white people.
That's my in my ear.
For Glenn Miller, this was too much.
Oh, that's freaking.
Said who were annoyed. Yeah, and annoyed for good reason. In Virginia,
I missed it. What did he say?
Democrats have been yammering about race non-stop, specifically about the dangerous racism of white people.
Oh my god, and critical race theory.
For the last year and a half. It's all they talk about. It's a kind of
It's been the newest thing lately, the newest race thing.
Race have dominated the Virginia governor's election. And in a normal year, that would seem odd. In this case, both candidates are white, and the state they're hoping to run doesn't, objectively speaking, have a lot of race problems. Virginians of all colors tend to get along pretty well, as they do nearly everywhere in America, no matter what they tell you on CNN. And yet, listening to Terry McAuliffe, who's the Democratic nominee, you get the impression it's 1855 in Richmond. As we speak, human beings are being auctioned downtown. In Terry McAuliffe's telling, nothing has changed in Virginia. And so for months,
Seriously, that is what they act like.
Every question he's been asked, and the
That is legit what they act like.
Whatever Terry McAuliffe doesn't like is racist, seriously terrifying reasons like slavery. On the other hand, whatever Terry McAuliffe does like, such as accumulating more personal power for himself, is by definition the answer to racism.
I don't know though.
It's a very
I don't like Youngkin that much either.
It's also incredibly divisive. Not to mention stupid.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
Tomorrow is, are Virginia voters finally fed up with this garbage?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, because they just had to vote on that. And the Youngkin one
is true love. Look at this.
The potato in the gullet.
Unconditional love. In public, wearing the phone so he can watch football. I mean, if you're watching the Vikings game in public, I would recommend not doing that. You might want to be home.
I mean, that's dumb. Like, it should be like here. She did it all wrong.
Starts throwing things at the TV.
Not on your forehead. That just looks uncomfortable. Like, it could just comfortably rest perfectly right there.
But this
And then you just need like a pocket. There could be like a pocket and everything.
Take notes,
Be much easier.
This is true love. Happy Thursday.
Like seriously.
Welcome to Education.
Could easily just put that right there. Bam.
Try not to laugh. If you are
Phone.
new to this channel and new to this game, here on Thursdays we warm
doing
up
it all
for
wrong.
Sunday games, where if you laugh, you lose. You do
And she should have cooked him that meal.
Sunday, it's
They
still
should
in
not be at a
progress.
restaurant.
I'm getting a little bit nervous, and my
She
wife
should be in the kitchen.
might not be too happy, but you guys have until
I'm kidding.
Sunday.
Y'all do what you want. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just know what I want, and I ain't never gonna get it. So I give up. I just give up trying.
To hit 99,000 likes. If that video does that, I grow a mustache for the rest of the month of November. And if you guys don't, then you do. But today,
I give up.
Thursday, no punishment. Just a warm up to Sunday, where again, if you laugh, you lose, you do a punishment. If you are ready
Damn
for
it.
today's video,
I wanted
head
to
down
go
and like
through
this
more
video, and
stuff.
If you are new here, please make sure you are
Here.
subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications.
I don't know if I can last through. You know what? Let's watch the memes on here first. So I'm curious of this.
My name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. Now let me tell you a little bit about
That is a
myself.
good Chris Farley
I am 35
impersonation.
years old, thrice divorced, and I live in a van down by
Oh my god. Scare me! Stop scaring me. What is that? What does it even say that is? Does it say it's like a host or something? In a van down by the
I have to say that wins Halloween. It does. That wins.
It does.
Halloween
It does
costume
win
contest. I know
Halloween.
Probably a lot more creative ones out there.
It's your sub. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, thank you for that, sir. Thank you.
I have a motto.
I'm like trying to figure out. I was like, I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. I literally, I don't think I don't know. I need to update those. I need to update everything. You know what? I will, since again I can't do much else, I will be doing more of that. Oh, thanks.
The crowd loved that one. Can we just replay this here?
Oh my
What
Jesus.
you eat and drink what for breakfast?
I have a motto.
Thanks.
I eat and drink no for breakfast.
Okay, I've got to show this just because it was it was absolutely horrifying. Like, she puts the horror in horrifying. No joke. It just left me just speechless. Just absolutely speechless. This is graphic. Again, my video should be marked for mature audiences. So, if you are not mature, get the fuck out. Because this is about to get a spicy. Like, a real spicy. Like, when you send thoughts and prayers. When you meant thoughts and prayers. Okay? Wait, if I can find it. Where is it? It's the creepiest shit. Oh, I can't find it. Of course I can't find it now. If. You know what? I think it's on He White. Where's He White's Happenings? He White's Happenings. He has to have it. I'm pretty sure I found it here. Where is it? There's lots of good stuff on these telegrams, by the way. White. This is my boy right here. And we share a lot of our stuff, so we share back and forth all the time. But no joke, I have to show this. While I'm still able to sit up, I'm gonna show this. Because, damn it, if I can find it. Where is it? Damn it. It's with Kamala, though. And it's the creepiest shit I've ever seen. You see how it's very similar to mine because I share a lot of the same stuff. But this was legit. He totally was like, this is totally legit. This was totally a real thing. She actually did this. I'll find it. Oh, I'm going to find it, y'all. I'm determined to find it because it was just so gnarly. Holy crap. I think I downloaded. Oh, my Jesus. He's so graphic. I love White. Damn, this guy posts too much. You post too much, sir. I'm kidding. He does post a lot, though. Well, anyways, just enjoy some of these memes. Do men still open car doors? That was a thing. Well, I can't find it. I feel like a douche. Let me post it. I'll post it and come back to it. I'll just repost it. I'll find it because it was just
does that even
horrifying.
mean?
I'm gonna find it.
What does that mean?
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna find it real quick. Because I gotta go too, because I can't sit up much longer. I probably should lay down. I'm sore AF. I thought I saved it to my videos.
Know who's in the store. Know who
Hold up a minute.
This guy's not messing around. I love this. When you
Because
see
it was
big
that
guys
scary.
with the same costume.
It's
as you,
absolutely just... Ugh.
stare down.
I mean, legit, basically, I'll just tell you real quick if you gotta go, like, right now. Basically, she was talking about blowjobs. Apparently, blowjobs was is a problem. Something, and it was just extremely graphic, and it was Kamala Harris, our vice president. And a big problem, apparently, is blowjobs and women giving men blowjobs. I shit you not, it's a real fucking thing. It is not fake news. I seen it with my own eyes. I saw the clip. I'm trying to find it right now. Because it just was that shocking. It was that just wow. Oh, okay. I thought you said you had to go somewhere. My bad. I'm gonna find it though, because I talked about it enough. I've talked it up enough. But just holy crap. I'm serious. It shocked me. Y'all, it shocked me.
You won't believe how this
And
shot
things
went
don't generally shock me that bad, but damn, I was just pretty grossed out. It really it genuinely grossed me out. It made me nauseous. So it will make you physically ill, people.
Did y'all know the popcorn bag was made to get rid of the kernels for you?
What? No, that's Christy Anderson. Hold on.
Was it
I'm gonna find it.
like
Damn it!
that?
I wish Cthulhu was here right now. He could find it for me.
Or is this just
He probably has it saved.
A nice little life hack.
I'm gonna find it.
Look at that. It's working.
The white women. Oh Jesus, that's a thing now. Bagging on white women because white women elected this young kid apparently.
I need to know from the popcorn manufacturers though. Did you do that on purpose? Because if you did, that's genius.
Yeah. Hilarious. I'm not worried about it. Some of these memes, though, that he posts are pretty funny.
It's fate, man.
They're
You can't
pretty
escape
fucking
fate.
funny.
Incoherent. President Biden.
I
strikes
swear. He's getting so graphic
All
with
expression of
it.
Time is money. As one computer said, if you're on the train and they say Portal Bridge, you know you better make other plans.
Let's go over what he just said there. Let's just not ignore that. Let's go over it. As one computer said, if you're on the train and they say Portal Bridge, you know you better make other plans. I've got nothing.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Anyone, please translate for us. And by the way, this
I'ma
is a
find
foreign
it. Damn
country
it. I'm so
reporting on our
determined right
president.
now.
This is pretty embarrassing. They're literally laughing at him.
Damn it, Cthulhu. Where are you when I need you?
Talk the United States economy, then let's
Let's
talk
find this.
taxes. I would abolish the income tax. And
I just couldn't believe that our vice president was concerned
that would change the whole format of how the United
with
States
that sort of
does
thing.
business. Number one, all taxes would then be paid from business to government. You wouldn't need the internal revenue anymore. You'd reverse their role. Rather than having internal revenue watch the people, you would have them watch the businesses and watch the government to
No
ensure
shit.
we're spending our dollars correctly. Now there's major change for you.
There we go.
Damn.
Income tax. That's genius.
Wow.
It's like 10% in Minnesota alone.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And look up the history of income tax, by the way. Look how that started and
Damn
where
it.
it is now.
This is far back there. Holy crap, this must have been like the other day. This man posts so much. My Jesus.
No.
Every day.
R.I.P.
You gotta have respect for it. You gotta have respect for it. Like, holy crap.
Stop laughing! Get it now! Chill out! Help me! Help me! Get more water! Get more water!
There's a lot to unpack here.
Oh, wow.
You got one person freaking out over the fire, and then the person laughing. I don't know if you should be laughing.
I'm laughing. I'd be laughing. I'd be
Maybe
laughing.
probably.
I would
But you should
be
put the fire out.
laughing
You should stop
my ass off.
videotaping it if your urge is to take the video. I don't know.
My wife said I could chill and watch football all day once I walk on water.
Damn it. I
Can't say he's
mean,
wrong. Looks like he's watching football all day. It is what it
I
is.
mean,
You messed
yeah,
up. It's your
you
fault.
did.
How much do you think
You
he's
need to
gonna
be more specific. You should know by now.
Well over 150,000. With that's travel and everything. So, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that.
150,000.
I believe it. They're expensive.
That's a lot of money. If you
Yeah.
wanna do that, go ahead and do that. But,
I've spent
I
some
don't
money
have
on
a tattoo, so
tattoos, and they weren't even
I
for
guess I
me.
didn't know what it really cost. That's
They're expensive. Oh yeah, could be like 10,000 to get
Gotta
your
get some stuff you like, I
your
guess.
sleeves and shit.
He's probably out cheating on me.
Easy.
Him and his friends.
Ah, it's a puzzle piece. This is pretty hard. He's good.
99.9% of the time, this is
Me and the
what's happening.
boys.
I don't know why we do this stuff, but it's entertaining.
Oh, they already
I guess
yeah,
I
that's
know, but
funny.
That's what happens. Stop worrying, ladies. Everything's gonna be okay. Putting your seatbelt on while walking.
Oh my dear lord. Oh. God damn, how far is this?
You should be wearing
Yeah, I'm
your
about to just
seatbelt
look it up.
wherever you go, 'cause you never
Crap,
know.
I did not think it was this far. You know what, I'm just looking it up. Screw this. Screw all this.
Actual life hack. Never eat sesame seeds.
It's
Hear me out.
good thing,
Have you
so-
ever seen a sesame? We got their seeds in all the
A
food.
sesame?
I've never seen one single sesame anywhere. Never been walking on the street past a sesame tree. Nothing. Never seen it. Yeah, nice try, Biden, but you're gonna have to work harder than that to microchip me.
Don't eat
pretty-
the sesame seeds, man. They're trying to chip you. Yeah, it's a good point, though. Where do they come from? I don't even know. Is there a sesame? Like a sesame tree, a bush? I don't know. I've never.
Oh yeah,
never
that's
tried
what it
that.
was. They were
And you
saying.
hit this reporter with a Henny bottle?
There's a video on here. Skip to 5:15 for the point.
Stop throwing Henny
Damn,
bottles
it's hard to get the
at girls.
video.
I have a lot of distrust
Holy
for girls
crap.
as well, but we don't want to be throwing Henny bottles. A message to
For
the
free.
people.
Oh no. No, I don't want to be catfished here. Now this is scary. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared, y'all.
Why?
Oh, it's gonna be on YouTube. It should be okay, right? Oh, damn it. There's a channel now. Great, there's a channel. Kamala Harris, blowjob expert.
That it was ugly. Why are we doing this again? And who's deciding?
Oh man, I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared to click on a link. Oh no, I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see it. I just want to see the her talking about it.
Check this out. Wow. So that's pretty neat.
This is so freaking cool.
Whoever did that, grow up.
So we moved into this apartment complex a couple of months ago, and my neighbors across the way from us let their dogs just poop on the balcony instead of walking.
Oh
And
my
instead of throwing the
god.
poop away, they just throw it off the balcony. It's disgusting.
Oh my god. She's stepping in it. Oh.
I think I've ever seen.
That is nasty.
And this is just a fact. There's a circle in hell for people who do this. That's yuck.
Yeah, that's disgusting. What the fuck, bro?
It's good for both of you.
Yeah,
You know the harsh truth,
really.
and this one's gonna hit hard. There's your warning.
When you're married, your wife will have dreams where you, in the dream, cheat on her, and for the rest of the day, you will be in trouble.
Wives, stop doing this to us. It's not fair. It isn't. Joe Biden coughs directly into his hands and shakes a bunch of people's hands.
Oh my god, speaking of, no wonder. I was like wondering what the hell. Freaking cat. Cat just ripped a fat one. Oh my Jesus. I was like, oh, what is that smell? I forgot the cat was in here. Damn cat. Oh, it stinks. I can't find it now. Damn it. I hate when this happens. I know I saved it too and everything. I thought I saved it to my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can find it on my damn phone. Damn, I hate, that's the thing I hate about these things is like, you see them while you can and then they're gone.
The rules are for you.
And then they're just gone.
Not for them.
If.
Somebody needs to read the instructions on how a fucking deadbolt works.
I'll find it, damn it.
Would you stick it on a damn sliding door?
I will get it if I have to wait for Cthulhu.
This right after lunch.
Oh my lordy.
Oh, dude.
Know
who you're hiring. And if this is you, don't ever work on your house again. That's pretty bad.
Oh my gosh.
Scary stuff.
Giant. Please be dead.
Dang it, I need Cthulhu.
Please be dead. Oh my gosh, it's dead. Holy.
He gets me every time! That bastard!
Double fire, Dave.
Damn it, Dave! Every fucking time he gets me.
Yeah, that's a jerk move.
Oh, that is such a dick move. Wow.
10 minutes later. Yes.
Good for her.
Hey, quit kicking her car. This is what happens. This is what you get.
Fuck you. You're the one who fucking decided to do that. Yeah.
You're gonna get in. Maybe you can get in through the back, I guess. Open up the hatch. Crawl over the seats, but this is what happens.
Yeah, you kind of have that one coming. Damn it, I'm going to have to get it from Cthulhu. He'll have it. I need to show it now. I'm going to have to. Because it was shocking. Gary Busey, you are creepy!
You know, Gary Busey's still alive and kicking. I'm glad to see it. That is fantastic.
That guy is creepy.
Halloween!
Guys, I'm at a Halloween party with the real Spider-Man.
I know, I'm sad too. What does he have? Like a hair sticking out the top?
I've never seen a prank like that.
That was good. That was pretty damn good.
From New York City to Mexico.
I like how they just ran up on that guy.
I've been walking for about 57 days and 8 hours. I'm walking from Brooklyn, New York to Del Rio, Texas, where I'll then cross the Rio Grande into Mexico and then re-enter the United States as an illegal immigrant. That way I can get back on unemployment, get free housing, and so the government doesn't punish me for not being vaccinated. I've got about another 326 miles.
You gotta give him for his dedication.
Better start working on my accent. Wish me luck, amigo.
This is like Shaggy.
That might actually work.
Like, dude, that dude just straight up looks like Shaggy.
I don't know, if you're that desperate, you might be able to do that.
Is Shaggy on his way? Apparently, Shaggy is on his way to becoming an illegal immigrant.
$20 million.
Shit, I'd smack my sister for a bush light and a fruit roll-up.
Bush lights, they're pretty good. But, be nice to your sister.
The only thing husbands fear this season.
She didn't. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yes! Not today. Not today. Thank you, Jesus.
Just this season, if you have Amazon Prime, this is a daily thing.
I like Amazon Prime. Give us a break. We ladies like Amazon Prime.
Please, we're poor.
We're poor!
Food. Please.
Please, we're poor. Stop with the cash, dog. Like, if
Oh
you need cash,
no.
look at the food. Come on.
Just no.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
That's just a good reminder of where things were pre-election.
That's a good
Where they
one.
are now, I mean, it's definitely worse.
I know everything's
was
on
there
Amazon.
before,
It just
so we shouldn't
you
be
should. I
surprised.
mean, honestly, I'd rather shop through Amazon
In today's video,
than go to Walmart.
if you
I'm just
did,
saying.
there is no punishment, so lucky for you.
Yeah, I laughed and I jumped at that stupid jump scare. Oh my god. Amazing.
If you thought people paging Let's Go Brandon at Walmart was funny, wait until you hear
Yeah,
what happened.
that was pretty damn funny. I will have to say. Oh, this little girl though. Oh my god, she's the funniest shit. She won Halloween. Hold on, let me just show this little girl right quick.
Just to be recognized.
Look at this. Look at this little girl right here. She is so freaking funny. She's the cutest thing. Oh.
What movie is that, Tammy? This is actually not far from reality. Some of you might
Where is
already
it?
be doing
We gotta
this.
find this little
All
girl.
the
She's
ships
so
just
funny.
stranded out there shipping stuff over from China and Asia.
Ah.
You have to do this. So,
Whatever, I
jail does
can't
the
find
kids?
I can't find it. Damn, I can't
Boys,
find
these guys
nothing.
have been viral
I'm gonna have to
for-
go through and get these clips and shit.
Let's Go Brandon at
Okay,
Walmart was
screw
funny.
this.
Wait until you hear about
We're
what
gonna
happened
watch
on a
this.
Southwest Airlines flight over the weekend.
On a Southwest Airlines flight from Houston
This was
to
pretty
Albuquerque
funny.
last Friday, a pilot went onto the public address system and, after discussing
And
visibility
you know,
and the weather, ended
the
his
fact
greeting to
checkers are
passengers
gonna
with
be
the
like
phrase,
partially true.
"Let's go, Brandon." That's according to the Associated Press, which coincidentally had a reporter on board.
That's
Let's
hilarious.
Go Brandon is a tongue-in-cheek reference to the phrase "F Joe Biden." It all started
Tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, we know how it started. CNN goes on to complain about how it's popping up everywhere, like sports stadiums and even the floor of the House of Representatives. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, I was even at the World Series.
They ignored it, hoping it would go away.
And Trump was
Now
laughing
that
about
just
it.
keeps growing, and now the Marxists aren't very happy that so many people are openly denouncing old Joe. This CNN contributor equates "Let's Go Brandon" with praising ISIS, tweeting, quote, "As an experiment, I'd love for a Southwest airline pilot to say, 'Long live Elon Omar's favorite organization.'"
Wow, lady. I'm pretty sure the people who say "Let's go, Brandon" aren't trying to bomb anybody. They're just saying F you and they're leaving it at that. They ain't taking it the extra mile. ISIS takes it the extra mile.
My guess is
Not in a good
one,
way.
The plane would be immediately grounded. 2, the pilot fired. 3, a statement issued by the airline within a matter of hours.
Uh-huh.
The Associated Press reporter happened to be
Mhm.
on that flight and demanded to speak to the pilot. And later tweeted that he wouldn't unlock the cockpit and come and talk to her, and says that she was almost thrown off the flight because, well, she's a lunatic. This
Yeah,
CNN
seriously.
contributor tweeted that "Let's Go Brandon" has become the MAGA version of praising Adolf Hitler. This NBC
Amazing.
reporter called the Secret
Amazing.
Service to report a company
Freaking
lower
amazing.
thirds for AR.
I want to see if this actually shows anything. Does he actually show anything? Because I'm real tired of these catfishing YouTubers.
Anytime I go live,
Okay, here we go.
women
Here we go.
are not equal in the climate that we live in. To
Yes, I know.
dunk. They going.
Can we
trying to
see the
catch
clip?
ball.
Hold on. It's so quick. Ooh, there it is. All right, here we go. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, I seen it. Hold on, one more time. God damn. I like how even the person was like, the camera sway. Even the mom that was like, oh, go her. Camera sway instantly because they saw how brutal that fucking was.
Well, I remember 8th grade we had a girl on our team and they wouldn't let me hit her. You know what I mean? They like, they try to protect her because I would knock her helmet off. And I was going to try to knock her helmet off because they were embarrassing us. We would go to a game and we the only team got a girl on the team. And they had the player and they make sure she didn't get hit by nobody. Let's watch this again.
Yeah. And then they... Motion! The guy ran a 50 yards.
Ooh, you heard it too. Ooh, he got hit hard. He got hit so hard.
The guy ran a 50 yards.
Boom!
You even like look at that camera.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Anyways, so okay, I just wanted to see the clip. I just wanted to see it. I was just like, you know what happens every time. So let's. I think we can end with some Al Bundy. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Did I play this last time? Damn. I kind of wanted to talk about that because that was kind of pissing me off.
Excuse me, but am I invisible?
Possibly from.
Call the police.
What for? The call costs more than the car.
Yes, and it costs more than the condom I should have used the night you were conceived.
I want a blue.
You've already got one.
Honey, why don't you just stay home and bowl me over?
But Peg, I prefer a place where my balls are returned properly. Well, listen, congratulations. I didn't know you were...
I used to love this show.
All that jumping must have expanded my skills.
And I see you must have fallen on your butt a time or two.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank of gas.
That's good. Now rub my feet.
Peg, I wouldn't rub your feet if a genie popped out of them.
Peggy, you'll never guess what Jefferson did.
Misunderstood your cries of pluck me to the butcher?
As a little girl, I wanted to be a ballerina.
Ballerina? You sure are my nutcracker.
I have just about had enough of you.
Well, you wouldn't say that if I came with fries and a medium drink. You know medium. The same between small and you.
Why must you always be so negative?
Why did you cross the road? Natural born salesman.
Excuse me.
Hey, do I come to the hag shop bother you when you're working?
Good. Now you can put that metal plate back in your head. Although that's a lot like putting a lid on an empty jar.
Or a bra on you.
Question 2. Who would you rather spend the night with? A, your wife, or B?
B. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna fall through the floor.
I'm finally going to win the neighborhood decorating contest.
Dude, I forgot how funny this show was.
Boy.
Think you're going? Aren't you open?
Sorry, ma'am, but unlike your mouth, we occasionally close. Just a second here. Now, why don't you just buck out of here?
Shade of blue.
I'll tell you what I'll do then. We'll stand you in front of a mirror. I'll begin strangling you. When you reach the shade of blue that is satisfactory to you, you yell moo and I'll stop.
That's it. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
May I suggest Jenny Craig?
Hi, honey. Did you miss me?
With every bullet so far.
Wow, nice wheels. But you have to realize, stealing cars is a felony.
So it's pretend to be that kid on Home Improvement.
With this attitude, you're going to be working here for the rest of your life.
Well, take a gander into the seat next to you if you want to see what your future looks like.
Come, Penelope. Let's go someplace where they treat us with respect.
Try the moon, you'll weigh less than
Marcy, how can you be so unfeeling? Didn't you ever get up in the morning and suddenly realize that something very, very important was gone? Sure you do. You must every morning when you open up your pajama top.
The guy laughs every time.
Elevator, there's a 2-ton weight limit on this thing. What say I nail the soles directly to your feet? It'll give you more traction when you're pulling the ice wagon.
You'll be hearing from my attorney.
Is that the law offices of Hagen and Dodds? Jefferson Pittsburgh.
Damn, these are pretty good jokes.
Boy camping.
Hey, Bundy! I had steak tonight. What do you have?
If I was the mailman, I'd be having your wife.
I smell foul.
You certainly do.
You're in my son. I'm trying to get an all-over tan.
You're asking a lot of the sun.
Excuse me, do you have any pumps in my size?
Yes, I do, but the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Shoes would not allow me to sell them.
Well, I hope you get coal in your stocking on Christmas morning.
And I hope you get slim fast in yours. Now, we're about to have our Christmas party here, so would you mind eggnogging on out? And to help you out, I made a top 10 list of things to make you more attractive for your sex symbol husband.
Uh-oh.
Number 10, wear traditional Islamic garb covering all but the eyes. Number 9.
Wow, those are... Damn! I gotta watch that show again. I haven't watched that show in forever. I gotta watch that show again. That show's funny as shit. Holy shit. I used to love that show.
Particularly from that
but I gotta end.
I can't.
I'm dying.
Nick, roll that clip again.
But I just
so we refresh the audience.
We gotta talk about this.
I'm a man hater, but I am afraid of men. If I'm the only woman in a room full of men, I am afraid. And if you think that's unusual, you're not speaking to the women in your life. I don't hate men, but I wonder how a man would feel if they'd have lived my life. Because it was a man who sexually abused me when I was a child. It was a man who beat the shit out of me when I was 17.
So, what I don't get is like, for the longest time, you weren't allowed to joke about rape. You weren't allowed to make rape jokes because, you're joking about rape, you find rape funny, brr, 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 brr. Seriously, that was a thing forever. Me Too movement, which is probably the biggest joke of all. But Hannah Gadsby just jokes about rape in possibly the most unfunniest way you can possibly joke about rape. Like, it's so unfunny, it's just not even a chuckle. Like, not... I feel like it's like Dr. Evil is like not even a chuckle. Not even a... No. Nothing. Nothing. Just plain why. And I think all of us kind of clicked on the special being like, yeah, can't be that bad. It's worse than that bad. It's just not funny. In the slightest. And people are like, oh, well, she's edgy or something. She's like breaking the bounds of what is funny. And it's like, that's entirely subjective. Humor is subjective, and the thing about what's funny is you don't get to dictate what's funny to everybody else. Everybody else dictates what's funny to you. So, if you say something and it doesn't make the whole room full of people laugh, you're not a comedian. You just belong in like a women's support group or something, because obviously you need it because you're still a victim. Stop being... What is it with these people? And they think, what, being a victim's funny? Is that what's funny? I mean, I don't get what's funny here. And, like, you're not even saying it a funny way. There's no tone that's funny. There's nothing. Nothing. Your body language wasn't funny. You look like you were about to cry. It just... don't get, there's literally nothing about it that's funny. And I just, it's hilarious how they come at, the only funny thing is her coming at Dave Chappelle and trying to tell him he's not funny. Which, Chappelle, whether you love him or hate him, the guy's funny. He's funny as hell. The black white supremacist, sorry, was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like,
Two men who used me when I was barely in my 20s. Tell me, why is that okay? Why was it okay to pick me off the pack like that and do that to me?
So the Washington Post says Dave Chappelle.
yeah, you see how it's not even in a funny tone?
Activist says he continues mocking us.
Oh,
After weeks of
that.
silence amid criticism that his latest Netflix special is harmful to the transgender community, Dave
gets some
Chappelle said in a
ibuprofen or some
video
shit.
posted to Instagram on Monday that he's not bending to anyone's demands. The
Yeah.
5-minute clip shows Chappelle performing in Nashville this past weekend. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, Chappelle said, but you will not summon me. Good sport, good man.
I
He
know,
also
it's
laid
funny
out
as
his
shit. He's like, but I have some
conditions. The
demands.
laughter and cheers of the crowd. Yeah, as in people who have a sense of humor.
Exactly.
He said those who meet with him need to watch his special.
And also, I think to be a comedian, I think there should be a requirement. To be a comedian, you have to be able to take a joke. Period. Whether you can tell a joke and you want to be edgy or whatever the fuck you think you are, to comedy, whatever. You do that to people who aren't laughing. But you have to be able to take a joke. To really call yourself a comedian, to really say, I am a comedian, you have to be able to take a joke. Otherwise, no, you are not a comedian.
From beginning to end.
I say
and
no.
Fair enough too. And he must choose the time and place of any meeting.
I mean, imagine if she was at a roast. Like, can you imagine doing a Hannah Gadsby roast? I mean, it would probably be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just completely dismissing the idea, but you have to be able to take a joke for that. Like, my birthday roast, I wish I recorded, because it was the funniest shit. Oh my Jesus. It was so fucking... I was dead. I was dead. It was the best birthday present I've ever gotten. God damn it. I seriously wish I recorded it, so it's fucking fantastic.
Lastly, he said, and this is the best
But,
one. This is
nope. It is only for my memories and the people that were there's
comedy
memories.
gold. You must admit that Hannah Gadsby, a lesbian comedian with her own Netflix specials, is not funny.
Exactly. Comedy is entirely subjective. It's all relative. You don't get to choose if it's funny or not. It's not up to you. You're not the dictator of what is
Chappelle's comments on
funny.
his special The Closer prompted a firestorm of criticism from Netflix employees and LGBTQ groups, who said the comedian's jokes were transphobic and could cause harm to transgender people. Yeah, because jokes cause harm.
Yeah,
That's
apparently.
The biggest problem in the world at the moment is jokes, you dickheads. In portions of the special, Chappelle likens being
Fucking
transgender
dickheads.
to wearing blackface and says gender is a fact, and notes that he's a member of Team TERF, an acronym referring to trans exclusionary radical.
Let's look this up. I don't know what the fuck Team TERF is. Team TERF. Oh, fucking... Team TERF meaning... Oh, of course, the fucking Dave Chappelle. Trans exclusionary radical feminist. Wow. So that's radical now. Okay, those are the people that are like trans people because these are like, dude, isn't that like the people that they believe in all these other genders, but because being transgender, you're transitioning into a female or a male, that you're into the binary thing. So that I thought that was why they dropped the whole T from the LGBT community, which that acronym is only getting crazier. LGBTQIA something. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. That's where I lost just trying to even bother keeping up with it. But anyways, okay, whatever. Continue.
Feminists. Several dozen trans and non-binary employees walked out of the Netflix campus in Los Angeles last week in protest of Chappelle's special. Days before, Netflix fired an employee who leaked information to Bloomberg News that the company spent $24.1 million on the special. Yeah, well, that's why Dave's winning and you're losing.
Yeah.
Because money talks
He's
and
funny.
quits walk. In an interview with the Washington Post on Tuesday, Ashley Marie Preston, a trans activist and media personality who helped organise the Netflix walkout, said she watched the video Chappelle posted online Monday and felt the comedian and his conditions were not genuine. So what I don't understand
I just don't
is
care.
what the do they want to talk about? Like there's going to be a meeting and they're going to say, well, you're a bigot. And he's going to say, yeah, well, I don't care, off. What's the point of this? Do they think they're going to come to some negotiated solution? He got paid $24.1 million for the special. Do you think he's really going to give a about what a few unreasonable T's have to say? Like most of the trans community have been behind him.
Everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about.
He's got no problem with trans people. He's just got opinions. And he's got a problem with these people trying to cancel his opinions. Well, I say go Dave. Screw these purple hairs. And you're right, Hannah Gadsby is not funny. Essentially, he was mocking us.
Yeah, she's not funny in the slightest. Just no. I agree. Women are not funny. If a small percentage of anything, so like, for instance, 10% of something, if you had a surgery, and I'm being generous here, 10%. If you had a surgery, and 10% of it, and there was like a 10% success rate, you would not get the surgery, because you'd be like, nah, those aren't good odds, unless you were like dying, and that was your only chance, you ain't gonna go for that surgery. You're just gonna be like, nah, I think I'll go with the, that doesn't, no. Just no. 10% of something does not make it something, therefore, women are not funny. There's too small of a percentage of them that are funny. It's like maybe 1%. And that just doesn't make it. Okay, where's the actual video? Because I wanted to... Yeah, this shit was gnarly.
We begin this hour with breaking news. The school has been canceled for all students in the Geneva City School District. This comes as the district and union came to an agreement to end the teacher strike. Teachers walked off the job Wednesday, upset that they were having to teach in person and virtually at the same time.
Okay, seriously. Wow, teachers have to work. Shocking. No, that is not what I was looking for. Okay, here we go. High school photos... post photos of students appearing to give staff lap dances during a man pageant. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but I can't... Screenshots of it? Okay. That's what I was looking for. Okay, is this gonna show? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Screw this. Alright, enough of that. Anyways, man, I hate when they do this. They just shut down sites so quick. It's like you can't get any. But anyways, there was this Kentucky high school post photos of students appearing to give lap dances during the man pageant. I mean, that is creepy. What the fuck? That is creepy. That is just creepy. Oh yeah, that was funny. That was funny earlier.
My name is Allison Wines. I'm a senior program manager.
This is what this shit reminds me of.
I'm an Asian and white female with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
And I'm Seth Juarez, program manager in the AI platform group. I'm a tall Hispanic male wearing a blue shirt, khaki pants. Today we kick off 2 days of learning more about millennial solutions, exploring how these key innovations can empower you to do great
Nobody
things,
cares what
and
you're
connecting
wearing.
with peers.
What is going on there? I don't know what is going on there. Superman, we're just going to look through a couple of memes real quick. Some of the ones I found that I thought were funny. Superman flies, Wonder Woman flies, Flash is already there, and Batman. Honestly, probably... This guy's committed, though. Look at this. He's got a badass car, though, and he's got the Gotham. That's pretty dope. These fucking guys. If you grew sea monkeys in a can of Monster. Oh, my Jesus. In the 1950s, one of the journalists criticized Marilyn Monroe, saying she's only beautiful because of her fancy dresses and clothes. Then she did the photo shoot wearing a potato sack.
Based.
Burlap sack? Leftist glues himself to a police van.
So you've glued yourself to
Let's watch.
You've glued yourself to the police van.
Gorilla Glue at its finest. We have... Yes, this was a thing. This was an actual thing, y'all. In my recommendations. What were they describing themselves for the blind? I don't think so. I think that there is an audio podcast as well, is what I think. But it's mainly because of the whole pronoun thing and the way they described, like, their ethnicity. And it was just kind of like, nobody cares about what you're wearing. Your ethnicity, just talk. Just talk. I mean, whatever. Anyways, I mean, I could see for the blind if it was something made for the blind, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was specifically for blind people. But anyways, this was in my recommendations, and I thought that was pretty telling. Very telling. I thought it was pretty funny, honestly. That was just, okay. New Jersey election worker tells non-citizen. Oh, I remember seeing this shit. Yeah. This guy goes on about... Yeah, this is pretty nuts, actually. Project Verity. Illegal conduct. New Jersey gubernatorial... Goober, she's a goober. Election worker. Goober election worker tells non-citizen and non-registered voter she will allow him to fill out completely a ballot now. What the hell?
You voted in the election in January of last year?
The presidential, yeah.
And did you register?
No, I wasn't registered either.
Are you registered now?
Oh, I never filled anything out, no.
Oh, then I can't see how you can vote because you're not registered.
Remember, I do remember him.
Okay.
Remember, we was allowing anyone to come in.
We was allowing anybody to come in, and they say
presidential.
Yeah, during the general, they just let us.
Okay. I'll let you fill out a ballot now. Whether or not it's going to be, they're going to count it, I don't know.
But I don't know if it works because I'm an
does work.
But I'm an Irish citizen. I'm not.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you have some citizenship here?
With the work visa, yeah.
Listen, we'll let you do it. They'll figure that out.
The brand new one, yeah. There's no much many new ones, so you know.
Wow, that's pretty surprising. Nah. Bedtime, yeah, I'm getting there too. I'm tired, man. That was interesting. In 2020, Kyle Rittenhouse was asked what it felt like to take a human life. He said, I wouldn't know.
At this point, they're dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism eventually...
Oh, that's right. I was looking that up earlier. The whole soft... It's so creepy.
The first one. Wow. I think it was at the library.
I believe that you have to, like, be subscribed or whatever to get, like, the full information, but it's probably for a good reason. Why they can't put the full
Olympics.
thing up yet if they don't have it up yet.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. Well, when you get it, it's kind of on your mind nonstop, you know.
I remember really wanting to get mine for the first time.
Not being...
And when I finally did,
I was so happy.
Definitely get them multiple times a day.
I'd say more than 6.
I don't remember every single one of them, but they're all special in their own way.
Walking the street, in a meeting.
On my commute, giving a presentation for a class.
Oh, I got one at a county fair once.
I guess you could say they're a pretty big part of my life. Actually, it's the only thing I give a damn about.
Nowadays, when I get one, I try to hang on to it as long as possible.
It's an extension of myself. There's honestly nothing.
I'm so confused. My brain is just going like, are they talking about the erectile dysfunction? Or are they talking about the vaccine?
I think why I like them.
Where is this
If I
going?
didn't have one, it would be devastating.
Like...
and kind of boring.
Men who have had COVID are 6 times more likely to develop erectile dysfunction.
I'm sorry, what? 6 times more likely?
That's correct.
What are you guys doing? Go get the vaccine. We're talking about your future boners here, okay?
Okay, they were talking about that,
I would
okay.
cut off my own dick to protect my future boners.
So this guy would cut off his dick to prevent rape.
Okay, as I
As
think
well,
about
I'm
it,
sure.
it
I'm
doesn't make
positive.
sense logically to cut off my own dick to save my future dick, but you know what I'm saying. It's just important.
It's actually pretty simple.
Get vaccinated, guys. Do it for your penis.
Trust us. We're penis doctors.
That's not terrifying. The collaborative voices of trust us. We're penis doctors.
Get that.
Trust us. We're penis doctors.
That is not terrifying. Oh
Listen
my
to the
God.
doctors. These are penis doctors, not just your normal doctors. These are doctors of the penis. They went to a penis college where they studied everything that there is to know about your penis.
How is that not creepy? That's just creepy. Oh yeah, here's a thing now. Vaccine heroes. They're putting this out for kids now.
Getting ready to fight COVID.
This is the thing now.
All of us want to be superheroes. And the most important heroes are those that help others. This year, thousands of kids like us around the world joined the COVID-19 vaccine trial. Kid power. And when they did, they became all superheroes.
They're not buying the propaganda. Tell guys their dick won't work. For real now, so that's what they thought. That's what they thought would work.
Thank you for sharing your
They really thought that was gonna work.
of courage, trying new things. The ability to save people. The power to help people.
Is that a kid?
Helping not just
I got a
yourself,
random
but
like
many other
teenager in
people.
there.
Do not be scared. Be strong. Super brave.
Okay, that's just... That just makes my stomach churn. Oh yeah, Cleo! Cleo was reunited with their family. That's right. Missing Cleo Smith was found. So apparently the loner who was arrested with Cleo Smith's abduction was bashed in a cell by another prisoner as soon as he realized it was him. The alleged kid. Oh, look at this crazy fucking lady. Look at this insane woman.
5 and up. Starting next week. That's great news.
I swear she's like an actress or
as soon as
something.
These guys can get it too.
I
all bets
swear
are
she's
off.
like a...
You anti-vaxxers.
But she's not.
All bets are off. All bets are off. Yeah. If I can spread it like unknowingly after that, I'm gonna sneeze on you. A lot of you. A lot of you.
Look at
All
those
bets are off, 'cause
crazy
we're all done.
eyes.
We're all done with you.
I think it's funny because it's like they're like, oh, it's so selfish. If you don't wear your mask, you're so selfish. And now this lady's like, I'm gonna sneeze on you.
So as soon as these guys can be safe, screw the rest of you. Screw the rest of you. Because we're done.
So you don't care about those other kids, lady? What about those other kids? Those other innocent children? You
We're
just
done.
gonna sneeze on them too? Because that's, I mean, isn't that, wow. No more kind liberal. Were you ever a kind liberal?
Done.
Because I think that's kind of...
But I hope they don't. Maybe they'll just take your kids from you. That'd be good.
Wow, look how evil. Oh, that's just evil. I know. Yeah, she was supposed to be a more risk for us if we weren't vaccinated, but no. Yeah, it's mutating it. Why do you think we have a super virus now? Well, this guy was pretty based.
The pursuit of happiness, that is the ideal. I know very well our founding fathers were slave owners.
Yes,
and I know very well that they probably did not imagine that America would be today what it is.
They
However,
would have been appalled by the idea. Furthermore, what you're saying is somehow whites were about to choke to death on their own homogeneity when people like yourself kindly arrived from diversity and saved us from ourselves. No. We built a wonderful country that your ancestors could not have been. That is why people like you come here. And the more you come in larger numbers, you will change the country my ancestors built into something else. And it is completely normal for me to wish to oppose them.
Mr. Taylor, I've taken enough of your time.
Based.
And this was also interesting. I've been saying this, though, forever. Legit, I've been saying this forever. I wholeheartedly agree. Daredevil should have been called Batman because he's blind and he uses sonar like a bat. Ghost Rider should be called Daredevil because he's a former daredevil who made a deal with the devil. Batman should be called Ghost Rider because he's been riding on his dead parents' fortune. Ayo. He's out of line. But he right. He right. Oh. Easter Bunny went from Easter Bunny to the Killer Bunny over the weekend, apparently. They put the thing. Oh my goodness. That's pretty funny. I gotta share that one. That one's pretty hilarious. That's pretty funny. Singing in the shower is all fun and games until you get shampoo in your mouth. And then it's a soap opera. Photographic evidence of a dad joke in action. The old park of the driveway. Pro tip, save business cards of people you don't like. If you ever hit a parked car accidentally, just write sorry on the back and leave it on the windshield. When your wife is mad, just tell her that she is overreacting. She'll realize you're right and calm down instantly. Follow oldtimers9.com for more marriage advice. Yeah. It's like trying to baptize a cat, but good luck with that, guys. Cleo Smith! Alive and well, thank God. This is America, currently. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, that ain't curvy. That ain't a lot to love. Oh, dear Lord, no. Just no. There's Mick. I love Mick. He is so cute. And apparently it's the anniversary. Sean Connery apparently died on Halloween, so there was like an anniversary clip going around.
I know Sean Connery regrets this.
New Hooters rule, don't steal wings of the train on the way to the table. Right? They would have to. You know they do.
It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No.
I love this lady. She's like thinking she got him.
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. No.
But what would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really productive situation. then
Yeah. A
I think
legend.
it's absolutely right.
And then, you know, and
31 years.
31 years. Okay, 31 years. I'm going to correct myself because I thought it was longer than that, but still. And I think it was. Or no. Yeah, it was because that was an older clip. That was 2006. So yeah, I was closer actually. But anyways, he was married to his wife for like 40 years, I think, by the time he died or whatever. It was closer to 40, whatever. And there was a lady who tried to say, because I posted this clip in another Telegram thing, and she was like, oh, he beat his wife. I was like, no, he didn't beat his wife. Apparently, this was just a meme. Shocking, it was just a meme. But, yeah. So I was like, no, that's not the same as beating someone. Like, a slap is different than, like, punching a lady in the face or, like, you know, actually beating someone. I said in Minecraft. Women in the 1600s. I was just thinking men. Which? Imagine donating your body to both science and art and you end up in the reverse cowgirl for all eternity. Reverse cowgirl for all eternity. For science. Yes. If I paint my... We're just gonna skip along. I'm sorry. I can't sell you anything if you're not wearing a mask. Lady, if I come back in here with a mask on, I ain't paying for shit. Ain't that the truth? Double masked. Double vaxxed. COVID positive. Yes. No, I'm not going to say that because I ain't like that crazy bitch who wishes anything bad on anybody. Y'all live your lives and you do you. When you disagree with the ticket, but pay it anyway. Anyways, okay. So I think those were my memes. Where was the Mark Dice? There was a Mark Dice one recently where he was legit. Was it this one? Was it this one where he was getting someone?
My hair is not a costume.
A lot of people are still wearing these culturally appropriating Halloween costumes,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just getting people's opinions on how to stop that.
We just watched Bearing.
How to stop it?
Yeah.
We literally just watched a whole Bearing video.
People know that it's cultural appropriation, like the dreads that you're wearing right now.
It's inappropriate, do you think?
I think it's a little insensitive. Yeah.
You think it hurts some people's feelings?
Yeah, I think it can be damaging.
Damaging. I mean, I'm all for hurting people's feelings.
Well, I'm not. Have a good day.
Culturally appropriating costumes, okay to wear or not? It's
okay to wear. I'll just if you're not sure, just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, I think if you're not sure.
What would you do if you saw somebody wearing a culturally appropriating?
Like, it depends what it is. Like if it's like if someone's dressed up as American Indian like outfits, something like that, then yeah, like I'll.
You know, at least this black dude is consistent. At least he's consistent. Because I have so many black people. You mention you're Native American. Like, I'll mention I'm Native American. They're just like, so? It's just like, what do you mean so? How does that not have any bearing? None? None whatsoever? Doesn't matter? Okay, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. Native Americans,
I want to see
screw you.
You know? Yeah, I'll talk.
Black people had it worse.
What's going on?
What about that like famous Rasta hat and wig that you kind of see some people wearing, white people?
Like a wig, so not actually
like a Rasta wig and the Rasta hat and stuff like that.
Like a hat and just like if it was just a hat, like I don't even know.
But not fake dreads.
Yeah, if it was like
inappropriate.
Fake dreads, yeah.
But what do you think can be done to stop these people from wearing these racist Halloween costumes today?
I feel like it's all about education.
Just education?
Yeah. Teaching people that it's wrong to be respectful.
What kind of costumes?
That it's wrong to be respectful?
Do you think would be inappropriate to wear for Halloween?
I think like anything that's like I don't know, someone else's culture.
Someone else's culture.
Yeah, and like really respecting and listening to like the group of people who like you're oppressing, and like we're appropriating.
How do we stop these people from wearing culturally appropriating Halloween costumes?
Take the hat off?
Take that. You don't think that's appropriate?
At least that lady was like, said something to him. Everybody else was all... No, this wasn't the one I was looking for, though. This is not the one I'm looking for. Hold on. No, there's one where he legit got people to bark. He legit got people to bark. Oh, here. I think this is it.
Are you hungry, boy? Yeah. You hungry?
Yeah.
Ready?
Look at the shit.
Go get it. Go get it, boy.
Like,
good boy.
people were so willing to do it.
Woof woof.
Good girl. Like a Snickers bar? Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Sit.
wow.
Sit down. Sit.
He was going as the singer from Circle Jerks.
Good boy. Be a good girl. Speed.
Like, I actually have to bark?
Yeah. Come on, girl. Whoop. Come on, girl. Good girl. Good girl. Speak. Shake. Shake. Good girl. Roll over. Roll over. Yay! Good girl.
Just no. They're like, no, I'll go buy my own Snickers bar. Thank you very much.
Sit. Sit. Speak. Speak. Good boy.
He tried to catch it with his mouth.
Good boy. Ready? Go fetch. Fetch.
Sound like a monkey.
Get it. Get it, boy. Get it. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Sit.
You're not yourself sometimes until you embarrass yourself in public. Oh,
Good
Lord, no.
boy.
Just
Hey, good girl.
no.
Speak. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Come on, girl, speak. Roll over. Roll over. Good boy. Be a good boy. Sit down.
I like the guys are too willing to do this.
Sit. Sit down. Sit down, boy. Come on, boy. Sit. Sit. Sit down. All right. Roll over. No. Come on.
Hey, son, what's going on? Oh, I got suspended from school today. Yeah, he said, Joe Biden. I did, because he's the worst president ever. Well, there's a simple fix for that. Just say, let's go Brandon. It means the same thing, but you won't get into any.
That's so stupid. Anyways, okay. I think I covered some memes. Did I cover pretty much everything? I think I did for right now. Or what I was going to cover at least. Oh, I liked this one too. I wrote 1984 as a warning, not a fucking instruction manual. Make Orwell fiction again. Please. Oh, God. Oh, okay, hold on a minute. I didn't know he made a thing on this. How did I miss this? This is like a year ago.
No, not the early 2002 TV show. That
Like-
is ironically more successful than this movie.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that, but that's hilarious.
Anyway, the Birds of Prey open up to
Yeah, those chicks are way hotter. Got like the chick from Starship Troopers. I didn't know I had that chick in there. Look, it isn't that the bitch from Starship Troopers?
that is ironically
That's her! Yeah, that's Diz.
more successful than this movie.
Nice.
Anyway, the Birds of Prey open up to empty theater seats.
Half the battle for real.
After the internet launched to a movie they already had low expectations for, a name change was in order, because obviously changing the name was going to clear things up. And maybe they were onto something. Since attempting to date women, I do know a few filthy cashiers. And I recall one of them going, I'd like to see the Harley Quinn movie, because it's Harley Quinn. So maybe a name change would
Oh
make
my
all the difference.
God.
But in all actuality, it didn't. Harley Quinn's Birds of Prey was an exercise in horrible viral marketing.
Oh, it's terrible.
But it turns out I wasn't the only dame in Gotham looking for emancipation.
The likes of which hasn't been seen since 2016's female Ghostbusters movie. If you all remember there,
Oh,
it
God.
really pushed the whole girl power thing. And if you didn't support it, you were a incel or a loser. Remember
Oh, yeah.
when there even hit piece articles written against the angry
Baby men.
video game nerd, and they were saying that he was a loser who lived in his mother's basement and he was single, and it turns out, you know, he's the angry video game nerd, a successful YouTuber, and he's been married for years. But that will require some sort of journalism.
Yeah, right?
Let's just take a moment to read this article here, because I looked it over real quick and got a bit of a chuckle. Here's a beautiful time capsule. May 2016, right? How's this for a strange blend of irony, defiance, and cognitive dissonance? The new trailer for a much-awaited film by a very smart director drops just after an odd announcement by a reviewer that he would not review the film. And while the reviewed James Rolfe, known as the angry video game nerd, seems to be trying to deflect attention away from a movie he doesn't care about, the storm is set off. Seems likely to bring even more eyeballs to a trailer and eventually film. Got that? Well, looks like you are way off, because Ghostbusters bomb. My God, look at
Yeah, it was bad.
The man is praying for death here. Someone had a naked goat or something to get him on that stage. I just know it.
Dude,
Praise marketing, much
he
like
does look
Ghostbusters
bad.
focused
Oh my Jesus.
heavily on buzzwords and gender politics.
That was a year ago.
Because gender politics are fine.
Was not sexualized once. How important female directors are. It's like, this is what Harlow and Margot deserves.
I don't know about you, but the Game Awards spot
Wow.
for Birds of Prey had me pumped to see this made-for-TV movie. Look at this stuff.
Ladies and germs, watch out, because tonight the Birds of Prey are hijacking the Game Awards. You have got to be kidding me. Outbreak, courage. I said no. Come on, Harley.
We've been here training for weeks.
Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but you guys just aren't really Birds of Prey material. No offense.
But I love you.
Of course you do, Schnookums. Now quit messing around. Let's give these people what they want. Ladies, if you want boys to respect you, you have to show them that you're serious.
I mean, come on. This is all fun. There's nothing cringy here. This is content. Girl power is fighting misogyny. And no, I'm not being facetious. They really... He said that. Ewan McGregor came out telling us how this movie was going to take on misogyny. The everyday misogyny men do against women but don't even realize they're doing. Ah, good advice? It's misogyny. If you have a penis. Just ignore the fact that Ewan McGregor left his wife for a woman he met on a film. So, you know, if anybody's going to tell us about how to be good men, it's Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
God
wow.
bless. You know, I was excited for Obi-Wan. Now I couldn't care less. I'm not supporting this. How dare you
Right.
insult me? Oh, because
How
I
dare
don't
you.
like some trashy-ass movie you were involved in, and I didn't feel like wiggling my nuts and then punching myself in them and going, no, take that, patriarchy. The movie also went about telling...
Dude, I could see that being a thing. Mansplaining? Oh, I know. Ugh. You know what? Honestly, I'm more convinced toxic femininity is a thing.
the male fan base. that
This
not
is just
only
more
did they
proof
hate
of it.
women for not seeing the film in droves, but they lived in their mother's basement. The default insult for anyone creatively bankrupt when it comes to roasting other people. Am I right, Lily Singh?
Politic deadline. Whereas before there were negative reviews from like angry virgins. But apparently as Gen Z gets older, they're waiting longer and longer to have sex. Yeah, that's a real fact.
That's a bad thing. Why? Wow.
That's right, it's finally okay to be a virgin. Yeah.
After it became obvious.
Isn't that part of her culture? Like, if I'm not mistaken, that's like also part of her culture, where she's supposed to be like a virgin
That no amount of shame
till
was gonna
marriage.
get butts in the
But
seats.
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with not being a whore?
It was time to switch to phase 2. Meltdown.
I know, right?
Puritans tried to cancel Jim Carrey and
What's wrong with that?
fought with the director of Deadpool over the male gaze. Ooh, the male gaze. It's the most evil thing in human history. It's when men looking at women and horrors finding these women sexually attractive. When will the violence? One of the writers for the Quinn movie went on a day-long tirade, blaming men for the failure of the movie. But if she bothered to look into it, she would have found out that opening weekend the film was supported by over 54% men.
Yeah.
That's what the kids today call a big yikes. If people
Yeah,
want
right.
equality so much, why isn't White History Month a thing? Did you ever think of that? LOL, checkmate, SJW.
It is. It's in July, by the way.
See, the little pink bear is supposed to be an angry white male. That's the thing. Everything must cater to my limited taste and experience, or else it is woke. And that is worse than Stalin, because god damn it, everything should be jerking petrol? What? What does that even mean? God damn it, now my effing bitch mom says if I don't get a job and start paying rent, then I should at least help clean the house. God damn it, Mom. You effing beach. Feminism is a disgrace. God, how long does this chick go? And that is...
I mean... You mean feminism as a cancer? Because we don't just say disease. That's insulting to diseases.
Why asking me to use your preferred program is a hate crime. Remember to hit like and subscribe.
We are gathered here today to celebrate 200 years of white folks kicking ass. Richard Pryor on the 4th of July. That's right.
Subscribe. Oh,
Amen.
Okay, that's geared towards YouTubers who
America.
make videos about things like this. She's got me. She's got me. I've never been on a date or had a genuine friendship with a woman, yet still feel supremely confident in insulting every aspect of their appearance and sexuality and history. And one time a girl said hello to me and I peed like a literal, just peed all over like a pants gusher? What is this? What? I should be writing movies then. If she's allowed to have tirades that make so little sense, what I like most about our group is that we
What is her obsession with those weird, creepy things?
are all alpha males. Please excuse me while I wear this mask. Use an anime avatar, a VPN, and a fake name. Ha 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 ha. SJWs are cucks. Hey, where's my wife? Oh God, she's with Jerry again. Linda, how could you? What I want to know is how dare these goddamn
What is she writing the scripts for Joe Biden?
Poor face.
I legit am actually surprised that Joe Biden makes more sense than this lady.
Scumbag piece of
Wow.
weasel dick hat
Just
creators
wow.
who should die in a chainsaw garden, be so hostile to their customers.
Damn.
Almost
I
makes
keep
me
wanting
want
to end, but then I'm like,
pirating their
oh.
stuff entirely. I'm not even kidding.
I don't even know if I can sleep at this
Girl,
point.
this is a stretch.
Great album, Bicentennial.
The Harley Quinn movie sending death threats. Last I recall, it was a lot of angry women when the whole Kylo Ren died in Star Wars thing. It was
Wait, hold on. Anyone who believes then, in order to make a good film, you need to kill important characters off for shock value deserves death by my blade. Making J.J. Abrams pay for the damage he's done is the hill I will die on, says Fund Abortion. I want to cry because I can't, but I can't because I'm at work. All I can say is, fuck you, J.J. Abrams. I hate you, B. TCH. Watch out, BTCH. You ain't never getting forgiven for this, BTCH. Fuck you. Says Twee Bonus. She looks like she's 12. Anyways, fuck you, motherfucking piece of shit. Piece of fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm assuming making an ass of you and me. I'm sorry. She says, and I correct myself. Fuck you, you motherfucking piece of fuck. I hope you get stomped to death by a herd of goats. Where does she live that's happening? Honestly, I don't care. I'm at fuck J.J. Abrams. He can choke and die. It isn't that hard to finish the story with hope. God, liberals are so nice, aren't they? Wow. Fucking just... My God, they're just the pinnacle of niceness. They're the new Christians. Fuck you, Disney Studios. I really wish you a slow and painful death like this trilogy was. You fucked up the story. You fucked up everything. You suck. Money does not mean everything. They're all upset about the fucking Star Wars shit. Currently feeling very emotional and vulnerable due to the new Star Wars. Fuck you, J.J. Abrams, for making me feel like this. Yes, and it's sad. It's still haunting me till today, girl. I've woken up at 3 a.m. crying for Ben Solo. Is this a dude or a chick? I can't tell. And can't sleep afterwards. That's real shit. Fuck you, J.J. Abrams. God, I think there's a trend, guys. I think there's a trend. I think J.J. Abrams is the next Let's Go Brandon. What the fuck is going on with you? Ben Solo deserved better. Widow Spad, Nigeria. Oh, that's a... God, I forgot. What is that? You're gonna have to tell me what that is again. I don't remember. It's been that long. Nice job, J.J. Abrams. You humiliated and lied to him. You will regret this. Fuck you for killing Ben for shock value and taking away his right to happiness. These people are so mad. Wow, there's more!
Let's pretend.
Holy crap.
Good God, what is this?
Yep, Darth Emo. Of course, Darth Emo. You know who they're talking about. You know who they're talking about.
They just like...
Dear donkey-faced whore. What are they talking about? AOC?
Holy dear donkey.
God, I hate that picture she uses. It's so ugly.
This chick, I'm supposed to sit here and believe she's
Star Wars died when Han did, yeah,
making these tweets with these little weird
so
bears.
retarded.
And
I know.
Who's toxic and nutty.
Right?
God, I love 2020. It's a backwards timeline.
It's the same as 2021, and here we are again. Ah, shit, here we go again.
The usual media outlets went from blaming men to saying that the movie was under unfair pressure to be successful. My God, if I didn't know better, I'd say that the film was a living being with feelings and emotion.
Right.
Oh my God. The unfair pressure for Birds of Prey to be a great feminist superhero film. Imagine if Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn had the same freedom as Joker. Whose fault is that?
I know.
The media went out of its way to make the Joker seem like it was going to inspire a whole bunch of people to go on killing sprees.
I know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing the Joker movie created was a bunch of assholes.
Let's see. Young man who was loudly cheering and applauding on-screen murder sent some people heading towards the exit in a crowded movie theater. Oh, are you serious? Screen murders? Are you kidding me? It's way too terrifying. Joker viewers around the world walk out of movie theaters and urge cinemas to ban the ultra-violent film, saying it glamorizes gun crime and deals with mental health issues in a triggering way. Joker, the film about the marginalized clown who goes on a killing rampage. Since when has that not been the Joker? Glorifies a killer and encourage copycat attacks. So when is that not the Joker? When is the Joker not a murderer and a psychopath and a man who is obviously is deeply disturbed? Like, I don't get these women that are like, I want a relationship like the Harley Quinn and Joker. No. What, you want to be thrown off a 2-story balcony? You want to be locked into a dungeon and raped until you're murdered to death? Like, I mean, Jesus, the Joker was awful to Harley Quinn. He was abusive mentally and physically. He abused the shit out of her. And he was just awful. An awful human being. And Harley Quinn isn't the best person herself. I mean, she did, like, blow up, didn't she blow up, like, a kid's school or something like that? She's done some shit herself. if you're an actual fan. Oh, you know what? No, the Joker was always a gangster. He was originally always a gangster. He was an Italian gangster. That is what he started. That's like what he's always been, because it started around the time. I mean, Batman was the greatest detective, and he was dealing with gangs and criminals on the street. There was the whole thing of it was the gangs. And now, yeah, they made him into, like, this black gangster in, like, the Suicide Squad movie. They made him, like, a black gangster. And then in this one, you know, they didn't do bad. This new Joker movie, it was holding a mirror to society, which is what good movies do. It was a good movie. It actually wasn't a bad movie. I actually genuinely enjoyed the film. And Joaquin Phoenix did a good job on it. You know, and I always loved Joaquin Phoenix as an actor. I think he did a great job, but whatever. Of course, they were fucking going on. He was I can't even.
Annoying the locals by dancing on their stairs for your Instagram story.
Yeah,
that's
right.
all that happened from the movie. You know what's
My poverty is not your Photoshop.
But Popeye's chicken had like this chicken sandwich going on, and people were stabbing each other for it.
That's right. That's right. That happened.
The Joker saying this was
Oh my god, I got the best clip for this. I wonder if I did this, if I've seen this before. I have got the best clip for this. The Chicken Wars. The Chicken Wars was a damn thing. It was a thing, y'all. Hold on, where is it? This is amazing. This was my favorite fucking Joel video. Where is it? Oh, damn it. It's in the beginning. Oh, here we go. It's in the beginning. This is my best. This is the best clip I've ever made. And also, my favorite Joel clip. Period. My favorite Joel made.
Nose of Kansas, get off your chest, Obama.
Video right here coming up.
Obama chest. Right. I can't read.
It's open. I can't read. Damn, I gotta upload. That's right. That reminds me. I am gonna get on uploading all of the clips, the clip gold that I've been sitting on for way too long. So I will get to it. I promise. I'm just gonna upload the clips. I don't give a fuck. This was a compilation. This was an actual compilation that I made.
Because everything you say about
my favorite one ever, though.
Looking like a tar baby.
It might sound like a semantics argument, but he's a great alien.
I wonder if he's been smoking pot.
This is the best shit ever. Jarrell, we miss you, sir. It's amazing.
I'm putting this on fully, but amazing. All over chicken.
All over chicken. If you would like that clip here, I will paste that for you. Because, yes, if you guys go and follow on that, I can get it over to the Odyssey so I can actually start streaming on Odyssey as well. Because I apparently need to have 300 followers or whatever. So, whatever. It has to be on Odyssey and that, but whatever. Follow this first, because that way I can actually connect my page to it. So that would be nice.
Panned and hated by critics and mainstream media.
Oh my son!
Birds of Prey was heralded for being heroic. It's a totally different thing. It's not anyone's fault, but the marketing department and the mainstream media for creating this sort of hype and buzz, and completely failing by insulting the core fan base.
Yeah, I gotta make more clips. I did not realize how imperative my clips were to get a job, but don't worry, get a job. I'm coming back, sir.
Why the Joker did well is because they didn't tell the
people
who
who
were
are
interested in it.
I got you.
Themselves. It's actually very simple. You know, maybe this what the hell's this chick's name?
I have not forgotten you, brother.
Maybe if you didn't spend your time doing a wall of tweets to insult people.
Dude, that's a pretty horse. I like his horse.
Movie, things could have gone different.
I always use that one just because I love He White and he's always my horse, but
we set out
that's a pretty horse. I like his horse.
And it didn't come to fruition. Maybe when retrospect, we'll look back and make changes. Hell no! She's not doing that. She's like, these men and they're living in their basements and they naturally hate women. Mother of God. We're the feminists. Play victim, 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 victim. We're strong. We can do anything men can do. Okay, cool. Oh, we might go to war if I ran. Will women be drafted?
Seriously?
Or that whole we could do a two flew out the damn window when you thought we had to compare a drop over Syria. Frankly, it was
It's so true.
It was
So fucking true.
Vocal minority fan base hyping up the film to be some glass ceiling breaking revolutionary piece.
Jesus.
Because there were no other
If only I could sit for longer. I can't sit for much longer. But yes, I actually have a lot of clip gold that I am sitting on that I will be uploading to this channel. I figured I would just put it on this one because whatever. I'll put all the clips here and yeah, I'll put them all here. So they will be there. So they will be uploaded there. I don't know if I don't know. I might do compilations. Who knows? I don't know. I've been trying to send newer clips to get a job and stuff. I need to get on that. I need to get on a lot of things. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm not doing well physically, so I will be on more often. Oh, you know what's funny is I saved that. Whatever. It's a year old, but it's still good. Oldie but a goodie. Dude, that kid, the little kid though with the Biden Halloween costume, that was adorable. Okay, oh, we can end with this one. Here we go.
Welcome back.
This is a good one to end with. This one and that one.
That does that whole work thing. Oh, where'd she go? She's been transported to another dimension. A dimension called DF18.
I think there was another. Why would you put that on the internet? I was gonna show. Damn it, I forgot why. But I will figure it out.
I bet she saw lots and lots.
Let's watch this though to end with.
In her interdimensional
Destination fucked. Cause I'm on my way there, guys. I'm on a one-way ticket, all expenses paid.
It's just India mucking around.
One-way trip.
Humble elevator, ground floor
to destination fucked.
Destination fucked. You may not have planned to go there, but may as well enjoy it. I'm in a summer mood as the weather heats up in Australia. There's nothing.
Look at the sunburn too.
Than a crisp belly flop on a hot day. 3, 2, 1. Nothing but me. Bugger me. Let's see if this emerging athlete can do better.
Bit like a brick house.
A bit of parkour, terrible execution. Nothing but back.
You know what? For how he slipped, it's pretty good execution.
Don't jump off bridges. Third time lucky. Come on, Adrian. Yeah, nah. Close. Don't jump off rocks.
Oof. Yeah, she don't got it. And her name's Marina. That's hilarious.
She never had that at all. At least she won't get water in her nose.
You know what? And people who hold their noses like that, come on.
No way, don't do it. It's a dodgy idea. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a one-way, all-expenses class trip to destination.
I need that.
You know you want it.
Yes, I do. I do want that.
When the phone rings,
I actually really do want that.
Ian. He's had a few mid-strength beers and a steak sandwich before having a go at wakeboarding. Oh, look at that, one hand. He is mastering this sport. Oh, donk, there goes his head. His mate is either laughing hard or suddenly making a nature documentary about ants. Where is he? There he is. He's okay. Remember parties? This bloke is not used to it anymore. It will take a while after a pandemic to collectively and individually find our legs. Meanwhile, at the trampoline park, you got this. You got this. Bang.
No.
10 out of 10. Total failure. God, this fucking game. This gives me instant anxiety. Gone.
He dead.
Eliminated.
So dead.
This game is fair dinkum dead set. Not a laughing matter. Why is he laughing? Stop it. Stop it. Look at this bloke re-entering Earth's atmosphere and landing straight in destination fucked. NASA is going to have to send one of them crews to retrieve him in a little pod. I don't know if they have a map.
I love these.
Gee whizzies, mate loves it. Mate 2 is like, FFS, clean yourself up. You've literally hit rock bottom. Thumbs up? Yeah, he's all right. Back to the top. Try again. Overall, when you see a racehorse running on a road without a jockey, you know we don't have much time left on this planet. What the actual fuck? There you go, you big bloody beautiful bastards. Here's me face. Please do keep sending me videos that you've shot yourself. Aussieman.com/submit. Almost half of this compilation was made up with videos that you guys fucking sent me, and it helps a shit ton to be honest with you. I was previously saying, oh yeah, we'll watch them. If we like it, we'll reach out with an agreement and maybe give you some beer money. That's bloody hard, to be honest, when you send in like 1,000 or 2,000. So everyone that submits gets a 10% discount code for AussieManShop.com right as you submit. I do
well,
think
that's
that
cool.
is of some value to you if you're looking to buy stuff from the merch store in future. And I need to offer some value because I want agreements to be legally binding the minute you submit. So you sign a little bloody DocuSign at the end of the submissions form and you give me the rights to use your video exclusively or non-exclusively. Exclusively can help more because I've got a bit of a bigger vision for Aussie Man's video licensing, which is another channel you can subscribe to.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that there was a thing.
Subscribe.
That's dope.
And I want content creators, other content creators, to be able to use the shit I build in a library without fear of fucking copyright takedowns and
that is cool.
All the revenue via claims and shit. This
yeah.
Is there's no way to talk about it in a quick manner. But anyway, AussieMan.com.
That's cool.
Fucking AussieMan.com/submit. Send me your shit in, please. See ya. Bye.
Awesome. Actually, that's really cool. I'm glad I randomly clicked on that because that's really cool. Actually, very cool. Demon can. Oh, did we watch Bobbles? Man, I think we missed a lot. Yeah, there was more. Oh well. Yeah, there was the hero animals. Well, we'll have to catch it next time because I literally can't sit up anymore. And I slept most of the day, so I was up all night and I gotta get some sleep. So let's go to stream ending.
Dark Side of the Bear, what?
Good night. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
What network? Dark Side of the Bear, what? Dark Side of the Bear. What?
Dark Side of the Bear, what?
Dark Side of the Bear, what? Dark Side of the Bear, what? Dark Side of the Bear.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for joining.
Dark Side of the Bear, what? Dark Side of the Bear.
Whoever happened to be up randomly.
Dark Side of the Bear, Dark Side of the Bear. Dark Side of the Bear, what? What's up, Dark Side of the Bear? How you doing? Dark Side of the Bear. What?
If you have the bravery to proudly face your fears on this area and give free rein to the present moment, Welcome to the dark side.